Yo, welcome back to Folkal Points. It's been a minute. Let's get in here. Some stuff from the vault, as usual. Get in here, guys. Get in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Cha-cha-dee, keda, baby. Ooh. All right, guys. We have a good show for you guys tonight. Put it together pretty last minute. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We got a lot to talk about. First off, hoodie from the one and only GS Nova India. I don't know if he's still selling them, but you guys got to go grab them. These are so comfy. I've been loving it. All right. You know, it's been 3 years since we started this account. It's crazy how quick time flies. Almost like simpler times back then, given everything that's happened in the last 3 years in the circuit. But we started this page after Bruin 2022. Now we just finished Bruin 2025, so it's a little full circle moment. So, yeah, we'll be, recapping some of the events from the last few months, from the last few years, putting everything into perspective. You guys know the drill. That's what we do here at Folkal Points. We have two special guests today. Number one. Where is he at? There he is. Number one, Avi Juggy. Welcome in.
Mic check.
Oh, yeah. Show off the mic.
Is it coming?
We see it
through?
right there.
But is the sound
This is what
coming
happens.
through?
This is what happens when you've been around for 3 years in the podcast game. Now we start investing in microphones. We leveling up out here.
Remember after our first Focal Points episode when I made a Riverside account.
Oh,
I paid $180 for an account that we never used.
We never used it.
We never used it. I just unsubscribed like a week ago.
Oh, dude, that's truly the end of an era right there for sure.
Never used it, and I was like, you know what? This is how it goes.
This is how it goes.
Yeah.
Indeed. That's
How
hey,
you
we
doing,
live
bro?
and we learn. I'm doing good, dude. Just thinking about the last 3 years, how we've
It's come full circle.
It's come full circle, dude. Yeah. I want to say we've come so far, but here we are talking about Bruin again.
I know.
You know?
What happened? What happened to the Oscars?
Yes.
What happened
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely. The Oscars, man.
We got people tuned in, bro.
Dude, we got an audience, bro.
So how does it feel to officially be now a live streamer at comps? You know, you're in great company.
To what?
How does it feel to now be like a live streamer of comps?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, honestly, like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, but I turned on my phone and pointed the camera and I hit record, the rest is history.
I must say, of all the people in the game right now, your quality was the worst.
Hey, they said they wanted to bring the old Bruin back, so I decided
you brought the old school camera back.
The old school camera, dude.
You went what, 140p?
140p.
Yeah.
At best.
I think it was Boston Bhangra where people were hiding a camera behind their their hoodies just to like get a video of Boston because they were very much like, yo, you cannot record.
Dude.
So
yeah. Well, hopefully, we've been working on some sponsorships, for the channel here. So hopefully we can invest in some new camera equipment. I can be the cameraman that you guys deserve and the cameraman that you guys want. And I'm gonna go by the name TEG TV. It's official. We're gonna get it going. So yeah, why don't we go through some of the sponsors here? And
Uh, uh,
some of
well,
the fallen soldiers
yeah.
that
I mean, I,
could have been
I thought we were. I thought it would be a nice way to start off our podcast with an in memoriam.
in
Um,
memoriam.
if
Yes,
that's okay with you guys, I'd like to take just 10 seconds of your all time.
yes.
Um,
It's been
as you all
tough.
know, as you all know, Walmart has discontinued Staflo, and
Right.
our whole community has been hit harder than we expected. So just 10 seconds, please, if we can dedicate to Staflo.
I know.
Yeah.
Stufflo. Go ahead. Throw up the image. Just like
We got 54 people tuned
can I
in.
get some WMKs in the chat, please? Some WMKs.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
You
guys so
guys,
much.
you
Thank
may
you.
proceed
See,
with your
I
podcast.
hope we consistently prove people that like we are not worth listening to. If anyone ever gets offended by anything we say, just remember, just don't listen to
Don't. Yep.
us.
What do you mean,
There's a big
bro? Do you know how many lives was affected by Staflo? Like, bro, whole teams.
bro. Whole teams,
You're
bro. And
I don't
You're
want to
right.
talk about it right
no,
now.
it's
In
it's
the
it's a lot.
fuck it, we're gonna go the whole minute.
I think we need to bring back the clip on Thornley now.
It's time.
It's time.
Boston, yo, come to Boston, bro.
Come to
We didn't
Boston.
value. We didn't appreciate enough.
No, we did not.
This is what the hell happens when you don't appreciate.
Yo, that's so funny. Manny said ruin some good hotel carpets. Yo, that's so funny.
Yeah. I hear the housekeeping industry had something to do with this.
Yo, start kar liye.
You're right.
Gagan,
You're right.
Let's start it
Gagan.
up. Let's start it up. All
I
right,
think, I
guys.
think, I think we should just get into it.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. After all that little intro, I hope, if there's one thing you guys got to know, like Avi said, like if you take us seriously, like don't, but the conversation we're gonna have today will be an interesting one. I don't know which way it's gonna go. Um, yeah, let's talk about Bruin and another year of Bruin, but this time it was a very special one. Um, so let's introduce our guests. Number
Wait,
one is
wait. Let's
yeah.
just get it. Wait, real quick though. I gotta say off the top of the show, like I was a fan of the Legends performance.
Oh yes. Oh
Um,
no, we're gonna talk
I
about it.
I had a lot of nostalgia, and I was like smiling ear to ear,
Same.
even though you were casting it at like 720p at best, and like
At
you were
best.
way too zoomed out for my flavor.
Yeah.
But it was dope
Just
seeing College Junction and
no,
Vibe,
100%.
my favorite
100%.
teams growing up, bro.
100%. No, I just want to. All right, let's introduce our first guest, a face we know very well. Hold on, there we go. We have the one and only
Oh shit!
Umer. Now,
I didn't
By the
even
3 years
way,
know.
ago, I
yeah, what's
mispronounced
up,
his
what's up?
name in front of
Yo, dog, I don't
a
know,
large
I don't know what's
audience.
everybody's, I don't know why everybody calls me Umair, but it's not, it's
No,
Umer.
it's
Thank you,
Umer.
thank you.
It's Umer.
Yeah, I appreciate
All
Umer,
it.
right,
Umer,
Yeah,
Umer
yeah. But
Qureshi,
oh,
ladies and gentlemen,
Umer
all the
Qureshi.
way. Where are you at right now?
I'm in Hershey, Pennsylvania, in my house,
He's in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yo, how far is the Hershey Park from you?
like 10 minutes over there.
Are you like sick of it?
Yeah,
Or
I
are
mean,
you
I
like
was sick of it when I was 14. Yeah.
yeah? That's how I feel about the White House.
By the way, if
Uh,
you want the Legends performance, KJ's up and Share is uploading right now. So it's they're unlisted, but but they're like in that playlist, so you can just go watch it right now. I just haven't made thumbnails yet.
Bet. Yeah, let me just start off by saying that as an audience member, Bruin this year was perhaps my favorite year that I've gotten to watch, and I think, been to what, like five of them now, and yeah, I mean this was like fantastic because obviously the competition, all the teams brought it. I was very impressed by teams from all ends of the circuit coming and killing it. But of course, that Legends performance, I didn't expect to feel the way that I did when I watched it. And I told everyone around me it felt like my favorite band from childhood just went on their like comeback tour, and they performed their greatest hits. And the fact that Empire could still flip, their girls over is like nuts,
APG
like
doing the 3-man.
like
That that
Yo,
that
yo,
that shit was nuts.
APG, bro. That's how,
APG.
dude,
Let's
Not
talk
even
dude.
about
that, dude.
that.
The
Like
number the number of people that went
yeah,
up to Sunny from APD afterwards, and me too. I was like, dude, you need to teach me how to tower. Like, how are you 40 years old and towering in two beats? Like,
right,
please tell me.
right,
That's some
right.
that's some
It's
Simone Biles shit, bro. Like,
absolutely nuts, and
yeah,
like yeah. So just hats off and props to the teams and the committee for coming through and just making an absolute banger of a show. And that's, of course, my personal belief from the audience, and everyone around me was up. I haven't seen a auditorium for Bruin filled like that in a very long time. So that was a very good sight to see, very refreshing. And in that sense, I think they brought back what the essence of the competition was. And shout out to Mr. Sunlight Sounds in the audience or in the comments right now. He made the mix for Shared Foundation, and I immediately had to ask him for that mix afterwards because it was an absolute banger. And yeah, shouts out, man. Everyone brought it, and I'm sure it was not an easy task. So yeah.
yeah.
So when Gagan is ready to go, we're gonna bring him in as well, Gagan Dholi.
Is
And we're gonna
Gagan ready?
yeah, he said he was ready, but let's see. He hasn't requested yet. So yeah, let's try to let me try to see if I can just add him. I can invite him. But yeah, let's get started. So I definitely think we should talk about like the experience that you had, Umer, from
Yo,
a
yo,
well.
queda kurichada.
Oh, look who it
Oh my
is!
goodness.
Look who it is! No, we don't know
What's
what we've
going on,
gotten
boys?
ourselves into.
Yeah, raw and unfiltered as promised to everybody. Sorry, I'm the glass Loni you know?
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, bro. We're
Bro,
gonna
it's
we're gonna
getting hella
talk about.
hot. Let me just take my hoodie off real quick, guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
dude. Oh, is that the Bunda Maker, the
You
classic
know,
Bunda Maker hoodie right there? Let's go.
you guys like my new Bruin shirt? It's pretty
Hey,
cool,
that's
huh?
pretty sick. That's pretty
Yeah.
sick. Hey, and shout out to Chris Junidja, who was the bear on stage,
Oh yeah, shout
and
out to the bear.
of course one of the curators for the competition and the after party. That was so sick. Um, but yeah, all right, guys, let's get right into it. So,
Wait, let's ask how Gagan's been. How you
yeah, how
been,
you been,
Gagan?
dude?
Dude,
Yeah,
Let's yeah.
last time I saw
I've
you
been
was
good, man.
at a Bruin.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen you guys. Saw last year's Bruin video. Fucking finally heard the mix after. Why was it released so late? Come on, I need an answer. Like, what's going on?
Dude.
Why did we release it so late? I think we were just mad about not winning.
Yeah,
I
And we
I
were
think
like,
that's fair.
yeah, the circuit doesn't
I'm gonna
deserve
tell
our
you guys a
sound.
secret. KJ unlocked the secret in '06. They went live. See, if you guys go back to old videos, teams
True.
won when they had live segments. That's the real gimmick. The problem is with Bhangra, like teams spend stupid amount of money on like actually fuck, we'll get to that point later. But yeah, let's start off slowly, we're gonna unravel every single piece by
Yep.
piece. Like we're gonna get to it and we're gonna change Bhangra because you know what? Fuck this, it's fucking gone. Like straight up, like
No, let's.
I'll be very honest. I played for KPG. So what I did at Bruin was I took photos, I played goal for KPGD, and I helped with some just bases. That's it. Um, so that was my weekend. Yeah, we'll start with that. But yeah, guys, how's everything on your guys' side?
No, bro, you don't want to know that. Go ahead. Keep good. Keep
These
going.
guys don't give a shit, dude.
Come on. You know, you could be done with the formalities.
All right, all right. So I brought notes. Like as I said, I brought notes. See,
Good
I,
shit. Good shit.
I'm gonna just pull out notes, but
So Umer,
hold
you
on.
showed up
See,
to
here's my
help
notes.
out with
Let me make it bigger
videography.
for you guys. You know,
There
like
we go.
oh, they're
Oh
cool.
yeah, there we go.
I
Chundi
got all
karke.
the notes. You know,
Yep.
Kundi got get horn. Oh my
Yep.
God,
Hey,
Yep.
but we're
dude,
gonna do it with love and
Yeah.
respect, because like we
Yeah.
love and respect everybody except
bro.
the haters.
I'm gonna speak the truth, and if the truth hurts, it hurts. It's at the end of the day, man. I've been in the game since '05. I've seen the change in Bhangra. I've seen it all. It's it definitely needs a change. And
We need to do like a special with just you, and we like where we like, go into your journey
Yeah.
and your story.
bro,
But
my
but
journey's
I
crazy. I started
I
as a
know,
high
bro.
school kid in these teams, man. Like I've seen the downfall of Bhangra. I've seen everything, and the disrespect I get from some of these people. It's kind of funny, especially like. You know, I tech today I heard that, there's some shit talked about me, calling me mentally unstable, especially
Yeah, wait,
from or
wait. So what's
don't worry,
give
I'll
me?
I'll expose the
Yeah.
name
I'm
later.
out. Yeah,
That's the I'll
I don't know
expose that name
nothing.
later. I'll expose the name later
Oh, I don't
throughout.
care about that. I just
I
want
don't
to
but
get into like your beef,
Yeah. Let's
all right.
talk about where
Let's
this is coming from.
and I'm gonna mute
I felt like
myself.
I felt like the legends were kind of not shown the respect they should have been. Um, let's get into the gala. We'll start at the gala. Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take my time. There's a lot of notes, guys. I
Yeah.
literally I spent hours. I had a 7 hour drive stuck in traffic, and that's when I literally I shouldn't be saying this. Shouldn't be on the phone. Texting driving is not a good thing. But when you're stuck in traffic, you have nothing else to do but think about all the sadness of Bhangra. This is what happens, right? So
All right.
I took these now notes, just broke down everything. One thing is like if you're taking away time like of people from like their families and friends and everything on a long weekend, make sure like you appreciate them all being there, not rush through things, right?
Okay.
Um, one thing is that during the gala, they're talking about I feel like they should talk about each team's accomplishments
So
like throughout. Like,
so just to give like context about the gala, like that was on Friday,
yeah,
right?
it was on Friday. It
It was
was
on
before the
Friday,
pre-party. Yeah.
and it was invite only, and it was meant for the OGs, the legends, uh, to give them their flowers, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, let's get into it.
I
It was
feel like a
weird
lot
being
of
the.
legends.
I'm not gonna lie. It was also weird being the only person under the age of 30 there. Like I was there, and I was like, I don't. I respect everybody there, but I was there for 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm going home. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave. Like it was just like
Bro, I will
it was a little.
not take this disrespect to people
No,
30
no,
and over.
no. Oh, it's
And
not it's not
also,
disrespect. I just like
don't you dare disrespect Jussie Sidhu like that ever again
It's okay.
on this show.
Yo, man,
No Jussie Sidhu slander
no.
will
He
be
was
taken.
he
great. He
was
just
Thank
walked
you.
a
great.
lot.
I promise, I'm not gonna slant. There's no Justice to do slander. I just feel like one topic I do want to get to is why are comps paying artists when they should be helping Funger teams? We're the ones, you guys are the ones dancing. You guys are the ones selling tickets. Justice said the Mukit Singh didn't sell our tickets. It was Costa Junction, Share Foundation, Surme, and all dot Funger. It was the local teams that sold out tickets, not Justice Sidhu, not Mukit Singh. If you want to see Mukit Singh, guarantee he's gonna be at Juggo here in 2 weeks in California or somewhere in the East Coast. No visa problem then, right?
Yeah.
Like we can
Yeah.
get to that detail later, but
Yeah.
let's go by the like. There's like back to the dollar, man. Like I feel like if you're gonna, there was awards there, and with the awards given, they should have highlighted other dancers there too. There's so many legends in that building. Like I'm talking about, man. It was like walking in the NFL Hall of Fame. For me, I grew up to these guys. I grew up to all these guys. I watched them. They seen me when I was a kid. And some of them, like there was like some teary moments. I saw some guys after 2007, man. Like I was a
Wow.
kid then.
Yeah.
Like I was just in high school. Like it's like it's crazy, right? Like I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of legends weren't given the proper flowers they should have. And Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
irritated me the
What
most. I'm like, dude,
what happened exactly? Like, why do you think they weren't given the flowers?
I felt like it was just more. I felt like it was more Empire Reunion. I'm gonna be very straightforward.
Okay, so it's
This
like
is
Empire
all like I
focused.
feel like this is all Empire movement. Like everything from the gala to it's like all for them to make a comeback in the scene because they've been shunned since 2015.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's true, but it felt that's like what it felt to me because the way it was just moved, that everything was working right. Like you literally, like there's a cash bar for Legends. Like what the actual fuck? If I was throwing a party for KJ, LBC, Share Foundation, Sudaman, any of these Legends, I'll have both of them on a fucking blue label, black label, ready for these guys. Even if like it's insane amount like of thought you're gonna make these guys come all the way, pay out the cash, and then dude, there was no proper food tables given for them to eat dinner and stuff. Some of them, like, you gotta understand, some traveled far a long way just to be there,
Yeah.
right? It's not
Yeah.
like it's you gotta. I'm surprised they didn't like. Why am I over? I don't. I know people think I'm probably overthinking it, but for me, it's like, dude, you guys wanted to fucking bring back 25 year celebration. What was it? Celebrating the winning teams? What teams were celebrated? Like, there's a lot of shit was throwing me off. So to me, I felt like, okay, and at this point, I'm still taking pictures. I'm doing my job. I'm still there. I'm not even, dude. I didn't get paid or nothing. I just did this for the love, just to
Yeah.
make sure I can capture moments for legends. Because there's gonna be some football ass photographers that might not capture that moment these legends know. Like
Yeah.
there's moments like when take Jalapeno, there's okay, these guys about to drop for y'all, get that picture, right? It's one of those
Yeah.
things. So I wanted to make sure, as my job as a photographer, to come make sure I get the best pics I can, right? That was the one thing I didn't care about. No politics. There's no politics from that side. I'm still turning, dude. Rung Up and Job won first place. I'm still gonna post a picture of something like them. I don't care. Congrats to Rung Up and Job. Whatever it is, what it is. But like, yeah, these acknowledgments, man, it should have been more presented. And then it's like I felt like they spent all that money, but they could have used, again, this could have been used for other resources. There's so many other things you can do. And then once the gala was over, Justy Sidhu performed, Mathil Band performed, great. Raja's great.
Yeah.
I've known Raja since 2009, right?
Yeah.
Seen
Shout
him
out
grow
Methil.
up.
Yep.
Shout out to the young goats right there, man. Amazing
Yeah.
job. And Justy Sidhu performed. Here's the funny thing: Slams was supposed to well, he did DJ the pre-party. He was stuck outside for a good 35 minutes or so,
Oh
something like
shit.
that, because the organizers didn't know who he was.
Uh, oh shit. Cause yeah, I saw that he dropped and he was like, I have differences with the committee.
Yeah,
So
so
those are the
that's
differences.
another
But
story.
they didn't know
That's
who he
like
was.
we can. That's another story for another day.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was like he was waiting outside and I saw him and I talked to him and I've known Slam since I was a kid. Me and him have the same total style, the style lost in Bucky. Shout out to him, the goat of the
Yep.
goats. Um Slams, we had a great conversation. He told me what happened. He was pissed. He was fine. He got over it. He was ready for the after party. He was ready for Bruin weekend. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah.
So after all that pre-party, I left around like 1 o'clock. The pre-party was till 2, but only few teams showed up, and it was mostly like legends still there. So it wasn't like the previous pre-parties as we are known to, like randoms are showing up, drunk people here, there. It was all Bhangra fun. It's not like it was
Dude,
bad.
Mm.
I think a lot of that was so. I showed up to the Legends Gala for a bit, walked around. I to be fair, I'll be frankly honest. I know of them in as in like I know how they look like in the videos from like I didn't recognize anybody while I was there, and I only showed up at like 9:30, like 30 minutes before the thing was done, so I didn't see like all the various comments made about BTF or blah 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 blah. Um, but I just went back and helped FBC with whatever they were doing. So
Okay.
but a lot of the teams were still practicing back there. That's like a lot of them just went to bed. That from what I gathered, a lot of people just didn't show up to the pre-party because they were doing whatever they needed for the comp.
So it was just the gala, right? Was there a pre-party as well?
The
The
Is
same
that what you're
gal,
thing.
saying?
So
oh,
after
the
Gala,
And then
pre-party
the
was like
pre-party.
they went like it was like 6 to 10 gala pre-party 10 to 2.
Okay, got you. Okay. Okay. All right. So gala happens. And like, what were the sentiments like on the ground? Like, what were the legends like? You know, the people who traveled from far away and all of that. Like, what were they kind of? Did you catch any of their dialogue or like what how they were feeling?
Well, at that time, everybody was happy to see each other. In the room, there was nobody cared how far they traveled at that moment because seeing everyone was a whole different like. y- at that moment in time, it didn't matter how long you traveled. You were
Hmm.
happy to see someone. There's people there I haven't seen. Like I said earlier, I was happy to see them, man. And it's one of those things. Time does at that time it doesn't matter, but in another person's perspective, it's like, yo, like you should at least be more genuine everybody's time, make sure it's properly set, right? Like I don't think it felt like more of a, empire
Reunion.
gala than
Okay. 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 Interesting. Okay. So the gala happens, pre-party happens, and then what goes down? I think Mixer happens the next day, right? So that's where,
yeah.
yeah, kind of we can talk about the competitive team experience, which I've heard plenty of mixed
I mean, and
reviews,
then as
but
another thing
yeah.
about the pre-party, over the years, like some of these comments I'm seeing, the pre-party was the best,
Hmm.
is because teams didn't have to stress about making stupid
Yeah.
props, didn't have to make stupid banners. All these things need a fucking end. I'm not even joking. If you guys continue, I'm telling you, Bruin, like next year will probably be Empire Bruin because Empire, what did they do? They literally took media rights for fucking the legend shit and who knows what else, right? Like they made us sign waiver form Saturday Saturday or whatever it was. The
Dead
funny thing
ass.
is,
Damn.
on my waiver form, I scribbled something and I put 911, but they can still see it was mine, so I had to put my cell number down, right? But
Oh wow.
it's one of those things. Pre-parties are supposed to be for the teams to cut. You're coming into town. Let me explain what Bruin is, because you guys started late. I'll be very honest. You guys came in the game late.
Yeah.
You like a lot of you cats have not been there at the original Long Beach from
Hmm.
the early like 2000s to 2009. Like there's and also 2009 Bruin would not have happened without Ane Baines because in 2008 Bruin got kicked out of Long Beach for like some crazy shit. Like fight broke out, people went back to hotel, all this shit happened. So they got banned. 2009, they started the contract with the theater. '09, Anu Baines put his credit card online, made a fake wedding card that he was marrying Priyanka Chopra, where he booked 20 blocks in that hotel for all the team captains. And I'm surprised that story was not told. He said 2009 Bruin without LBC guys. So shout out to LBC for saving Bruin.
Damn.
That's the truth. I also want to clarify a story that was said at the mixer, which is very wrong. Share Foundation was not swinging on no chandeliers. That was mentioned as a joke, and I want to clarify that. That was not Share Foundation. That was some football ass dudes from out, not even on no Bhangra team. So I want to make that very fucking clear. That was very disrespectful for anyone to say in front of their wives, hey, remember when you guys were doing this? Like, yo, what if they're dating those girls back then? It makes them like you don't want to start an argument with a man and wife after a con. That's so stupid. That's like, oh, mind-boggling. Like, oh my god, that really like, yeah. Sorry guys, it's frustrating.
Wait, so
That's
wait,
fair.
clarify.
Yeah.
So what was said?
So at the gala, there's also jokes made like how everybody's back together. Like People's Bhangra and DRP never got along. Now they're sitting together. How Share Foundation used to swing on chandeliers after the after parties. Like it was a joke made like that by the MC. And I'm just like, yo, why do you gotta say a stupid non-factual thing? That had never happened. Like, and it's like if you're gonna mention team, like, dude, where was Boston Bhangra? They won 2005. They were not mentioned one time. Like, there was no banner of them. It's crazy.
I
Was
see.
Like, there's
so I'm trying to be as charitable as possible to Bruin or the Bruin board, but was that just because they couldn't make it? Because like I'm like editing their video or I just finished editing their video. They only included the peeps that were like dancing on stage.
so it's not even that. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna contribute, like I said, they were gonna do it for the legends that won, right?
Mhm.
Is it the 10 first place winners? Because some teams, I'll be very honest, they never got first place. They only got second and third.
Okay.
Or is it like if we're doing placing teams, we should do all 30 placing teams from 99 to 2010, right? It should be all 30 damn placing teams then. We're not, is that correct, right?
That's
Why
yeah.
10?
To be fair,
What, to
yeah.
be fair, why was it only 10 teams then? What makes like I don't get it how it was chosen. So that's why I'm confused. There's missing teams. That's why I've been posting a lot of POL screenshots just to remind people like, yo, there's a list of people we should also give flowers to, not just the 10 that I mentioned. There's also 20 that are also placing, some
Hmm.
higher than the others. But it's not about right once again, right now it's not about who first, second, or third. It's about giving those teams that did get those awards their damn flowers because they should not have had like that much disrespect. I feel like there's a lot of teams that didn't get their stamp on the name. And like and another word, best gimmick, flying Dholi. Like I'm pretty sure there's so many other gimmicks better than flying Dholi, right?
I don't know.
I could I could see
I
it.
thought that was
I
kind
could
of
see it.
fair,
I
man.
you
I'm not
guys
gonna
can see
lie.
it. I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
I
lie.
could see
Like
it.
I think flying Totally is like kind of insane. Like
That's also a good friend. Shout out Aman Raj. But yeah, that's a. I mean, I thought because firstly, no other team could pull that off. Empire's the only one that has the funds to pull something like that off, and I know that was
yes.
not
Then
a
again,
cheap.
that's another thing, right?
You
Like
know,
now, Bhangra is so expensive.
it's
Like I
expensive.
talked to dude.
Yeah.
So let's get to Saturday, man. So Saturday, I had practice with KPGD. It was cool. And then I also was taking pictures and recording some videos at the Legends practice, which was pretty dope seeing them. But that's when I realized this was going south. That's when as soon as I walked in there, I was like, yo, it felt like a Bhangra Empire workshop. And I was like, no way. And I felt like I was like, dude, they got the legends lined up like Niani. That's what I thought in my eyes at that time. And the way that some people were speaking to him with high tone, hey, get in formations, do this. Like, no. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, we're all here to have fun. Just, yo, simple formations. Like, they want to perfect it so bad that it's so good for the damn video and that money. Think about it. You can use KJ's views, Cher's views, all to make money. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fair. I feel like you think because obviously back in the day, like all these teams probably, they were rivals, they're competitors with each other. Like, do you think some of those sentiments still came out even though like they're framing it as a reunion?
Dude, Umar, FCB's couldn't drop from the Raptors. You don't think that was crazy?
of
You were
course,
on FCB. Come on, bro.
of course, I think it's crazy. I just think
You don't.
hang. Like, I'm just. So I think so. Wasn't it like voted by the people who were in the room at the time?
No, man, it wasn't a real
Oh,
vote. I'll
okay.
tell you that.
Never mind.
I'll
I don't
tell
know.
you that.
I
There's
showed
a
up like mad
popularity
late.
contest. I'll tell you that. Like 2 out of 3 awards were correct. Best female dancer and male dancer in that room. Yes,
Mm,
100%. PJ and Jasmine,
mm.
110% in that room. Yes, no doubt. But overall circuit, yes, they're still my top 5, but they're not gonna be number 1. I'll be very honest. It's like yes, there's so many. Bhangra has evolved where now it's like, yo, Bhangra is so fast. It's not like graceful like how it used to be back in the days, right? So it's yes, in that room they were the top 2. Those awards were 100% appropriately given. But I feel like third that it was just the popularity contest at
I
that point. But
get it.
it's all good, man. I mean, we're just gonna get through this and oh, people from all right. So yeah, on Saturday, the mix was at the beach. I didn't
That
know. I don't
was
even
so
think,
fire. It was
dude.
fire. Everybody showed up. It was great. I loved it.
Okay, so I think some legends were hoping to go to that mix or whatever. They're thinking
Mm,
they're like there's some miscommunication too,
okay.
right? They were talking, oh, like hey, when time's the mix is starting? I heard it's on the beach, and I'm like, what? And then I found out right after like during the legends practice it was happening, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go walk all the way over there. Then no, it was just so I couldn't. I missed out on the mixer. I just know it was just a shit show at the mixer. I
I didn't
That's
think
all I know.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, like,
According to what I was told, I was like, yo, it was like, but then again, I'm not gonna speak on the mixer. Let's
so
skip to the
I
fuck the mix.
I could tell you about the mixer. I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, like, their little what microphone thing kind of uh shorted out, I guess, from the sand or something, and they had like a weird game or two, but like whatever. Like, I don't know, man. I hate all mixers. I think they're all kind of boring. Oh, so like I like to talk to my friends for like 30 minutes, eat some food. I just want to leave and go to practice. But I thought it was fine.
How
It was like any other mixer.
and again, like finger on the pulse. How was it on the ground? Like, were teams stressed? Were like, what was going on?
People, I mean, to be honest, I mean, like, it was a typical mixer. I didn't see anybody fucking like jittery as shit. I was vibing, I was hanging. I'm also not dancing, so, and I'm not competing. So like, it's different for me, to be
Yeah,
frankly honest.
yeah,
I was there to
fair.
sell subs,
Yeah.
but like, But like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
fine for me.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. So the legends were also invited to the mixer. I did not know that.
I don't know if they were, but they thought some of them was thinking is it a mixer they're talking about. I don't know what exactly. There's a miscommunication. Some there, some thought there was a mixer. I was like, I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah. Saturday was cool. There's nothing too crazy. It's just normal shit. The one thing, the funniest thing was just seeing everybody, like all the KG guys, Sheer guys, like starting Paga, seeing
Hmm.
Danny start.
Dude,
It just, it just felt like I was walking through a time cap, like
Yeah.
just going through memory lane or something. It was weird, but
it
it was
was no,
definitely.
no, sorry about that. Like, I think it was like for Danny's first time using Got to Be. So me and Devin were like, "Oh, yo, so this is how you do it." He's like, "Shit, this magical." But they only had 3 cans for like 10 bucks. So they were like, we were both like, "Dude, you can't do this." And so we're like, "Yo, let's turn you on to Stiffy." And he was like, "Holy
Yeah.
hell!" It was,
Yeah.
dude, it was such a weird like it was like it was so weird because I was watching FBC in one corner and then KJ in the like right there. Or no, sorry, not
Yeah.
KJ, it was Cher. And I was like, like Devo, I think put it well. It's like, dude, I feel like I'm in a fever dream right now because like this shouldn't be happening right now. Like it was really, really sick.
Yo, yeah, I feel like that, like aesthetically, like they made it work, and
Yeah.
it's really sick. Like I also felt like time machine vibes, time capsule vibes, like that. They got that done. Like
Mhm.
they made that a reality. Again, as an audience member, like I think they did their job for me. But yeah. So all right, let's keep chugging along. Let's see. So now on to game day, Sunday.
Oh
Uh,
man,
yeah.
there's
So
So
this is where shit starts happening,
this is
to be
where
frankly
shit. This
honest.
is where shit hits the
Yeah.
fan, right? So,
shit hit
all
the
right.
fan Sunday. Like
Yeah.
man, so Sunday, let's
And
get to
I
it.
will say to be fair, to again, like I want to be as charitable as possible. KPGD was like the main team, like because I watch all the tech times. KPGD was like the only team that got fucked the way they did, and like I feel bad for them, and it's terrible. But like it was just them. I mean, like there were other tiny things, but like the major shit happened to them,
So they,
unfortunately.
they had to cut parts of their intro. They
Mhm.
had to get rid of a gimmick from their set.
We had to get rid
All
Basically,
of like
too.
yeah,
a
and
lot
then
of
the
shit.
computer froze on them during
Yeah, a
tech.
lot of things happened. Let's just say we had a tribute to some legends. We had to take that out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Damn.
And then so 8:30. So I get a call like the night before. I find out we have tech time at 8:30. So be at the venue at 8. I and the bet. So I'm me and AK. I'm like this. Me and AK are chilling. Like this is the funniest shit. Like I didn't even know. I end up waking up 7:55, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm late, right? I literally fucking just brush my teeth, fucking just 10-second brush, so nasty, right? Fuck, I don't know why. But yeah, just brush my teeth 10 seconds, spit out real quick, fucking grab whatever kacha I could, fucking grab my bag, my tech time bag, and I just started running downstairs. Not even my parked time, my hair's out. I'm
Mhm.
running down. There's like the volleyball tournament's happening. There's kids outside the hotel. They're like, "What the fuck's wrong with this looking dude?" Right? Run. I have a dog running down the fucking hallway, thinking I'm
Traumatized
late
some
to
kids on the way, dude.
dude. And I finally, and my fat ass, I'm just by the time I get to the end of the lobby, I'm running out like end of the downstairs lobby. Right? I'm fucking out of breath. I'm like, fuck. Door is heavy. Part goes off. I put my part on, and I slowly start like speed walking over to the venue. I get there. We're delayed, right? It's no problem. We get on stage. I get there by 8:30. We're good to go. I start. So the mix was turned in a little late. I guess
I mean,
it
and
makes
again,
sense.
understandably, because they had to cut like
But
two
yeah,
minutes from their
Wait,
set. Like when I say the
we're
night
talking about
before, I'm
wait,
talking about like
we're talking
11
about
p.m. the night
KPGD.
before.
KPGD right now. Yeah.
Okay, we're still on KPGD. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Keep going.
we yeah, like they took the mix was turned in a little late, and that's not our fault. But regardless, it got turned in late. That's how it is. So um, we when they played the mix, it was a little glitchy. It wasn't too bad, and then I think 4 minutes in the mix stopped, and it was the FCB moment at Elite where music stopped and the kids kept dancing on Dole. And what I did is I hit a fucking live set right then and there. The market, I was like 7, 8 ton. I just started hitting a live set straight. The kids started dancing. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This is our gimmick. We're gonna go live, right? I was like, I'm gonna call like I had a couple of Bolivian singers nearby. Just one call, we would have went live. I guarantee you would have placed. If we just went live, we would have placed. I'm telling you, live. Bhangra is the answer to like it's the the key. But yeah, so I started playing the set, and then we end the set, everything, and then we try it one more time, right, with the music, and the same shit happened. This time we just fucking stopped, right? We
Damn.
count our
So
times up.
to explain, so I heard some extra stuff from the folks. I think that was the moment when like literally like it's not even like Bruin's fault. Like I think the entire like everything got reprogrammed. Like everything shut down. So like all the lighting cues got fucked. Like that I think I don't know what happened specifically, but like there was some major glitch that was kind of like force majeure moment. So I can't really put
Damn.
it on Bruin for that.
Damn. Okay,
So
Yeah,
so
like
that's
the
the
lot,
venue.
so the venue. I remember, I forget who was telling me this, but there was like somebody on Bruin, and I know this happens normally, but when it's not expected or not planned for, it's kind of hard. But like they had to do all the lighting cues manually, even though they had it programmed.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We have a comment. I normally
Yeah, and
don't address
Neats,
comments.
she was one of the folks that was like
Part of
help
committee.
run the show. Yeah, yeah.
we'll
Okay.
get to the. We'll listen. We'll get to the comments later. They're gonna throw
Yeah.
us off our
True. All
cue.
right.
Like literally,
Yeah. We continue. Yeah.
there's the team should have been let them know. Like teams, I guess, on there's miscommunication somewhere that I know of that teams weren't given the proper time. But then
Yeah.
again, we can get to that shit later. Let's just continue with our shit. We don't have to worry about the other shit right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We can
like
talk
that,
about that
all
separately.
that, like so those technical things, it's happened. It's okay, right? But there are some like during that moment, man. He wrote it down here. Um, yeah, APG's captain was spoken to very rudely and derogatory in a very derogatory manner. I overheard, and it's kind of like, we don't have to get to that point, you know. Um, but then again, like after all that happened, the next team that went up, they told us to get off the stage, so we went off. We got off stage, and then the next team came on. They had same technical issues. So then what they did was they told KPGD, "Hey, come, you guys can have another tech time. Come back at 11:30, 11:45, right?"
That's
So
fair.
they
Yeah.
gave us.
Yeah.
That's fair, all
Yeah.
right. So let's clear that. That's fair. They gave us our time back, but
Yeah.
the tensions between like between what happened and all that, it was just like people need to realize like we're here for Bhangra. Who
Hmm.
cares what technical issues happens? They happen, right? Like it's not if we're already late. The tech time and everything's already late. 10 minutes more delay. It's not the end of the world. I've danced with teams that we skipped our tech time and we've won. It doesn't really, um, but like I said,
No.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, it's just a series of unfortunate events.
yeah, it's
Kind
just
of
serious.
just.
That's
Yeah.
all it was. A lot of miscommunication, like I said, a lot of miscommunication. But here's what shit needs to change. So this is where I'm gonna speak out on. The hard work all the competing teams did, like it's crazy, man. Like to see the money that's being spent. Now this is the fun part we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
The average team probably spent close to 20 G's just to fucking perform at Bruin.
Yeah. Especially
At
the out of
Bruin.
the states. Yeah.
Dude, okay. Hotels, flights.
Yeah.
I have a list of shit. I made a fucking list, man. I posted that shit and it was just like, dude, like exactly what was like posted. Like it was like 25K. It's posted on my Instagram, you know. Yeah, it's like why and another thing, you DJs that like sorry thing, but
I don't
stop.
charge. I don't charge that much. I don't charge that much. That's on
No, it's not the
everything.
charge. Stop fucking with the stupid chipmunk sounds. You
No.
guys ruin singers'
I
voices.
I
Dude,
agree. I agree.
no,
I
no,
agree.
whoever did KPG's mix, listen, fuck you. No, whoever did that mix, fuck you. You ruined the judge's vocals with his chipmunk shit. Obviously, you think judges are gonna appreciate that? No. If you want to do punk, do it right to the vocals. Don't ruin the vocals of singers. They work hard sing for you guys and throw out records. At least keep their voices in proper. Like, Gelato, why did that sound so stupid? I'm not there to play tol with Alvin and the fucking Chipmunks. I'm there to play with the tune and the music. Like, this is like honestly for the future. If you have me a judge, and I'm telling you, anyone, if you have me as a judge and you have a chipmunk shit, I'm fucking 0 fucking points. I don't give a fuck. Go home, cry. You should come to the comp prepared with proper music so judges can hear the lyrics and actually understand what's going on.
I
Not no
agree.
fucking Alvin the Chipmunks doing a fucking hick. Like, dude, KPG, I told them to change their mix because they had the Binder Kia sound segment as a whole chipmunk.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
no, you can't do that to Binder Kia. Like, that's
yeah,
fucking disrespectful. People need to fucking understand, like, where you need to start, like, when putting mixes and all this thing, start fucking putting, like, respect into this shit too. Like, it's not just okay, I'm gonna make a mix and oh, let me pitch up the voice, make it sound cool. No, it's not cool. It sounds so stupid. The judges are not gonna appreciate it, especially since they're old school judges. Not like old school, like what I mean, they're from a different generation of Bhangra.
yeah,
Like, these guys have the proper knowledge, and if they can't hear the music, how are they gonna judge you? Like, literally, all the one thing I heard, like, talk to judges, how was it judging? They all said like the music was, was kind of hard to hear songs, and I understand why.
yeah,
Like, you fucking DJs, you guys fucking just throw up, pitch up the song and think, oh, there's a fire mix? Fuck no, it's so stupid. Actually, what you should DJ should do is go pick up Dole, play Dole, listen how it sounds with the Dole in person. Just judge that. If it sounds good, then fucking yeah, it sounds good. If it doesn't, then fucking don't do it. Like, why? That's the problem when teams are saying, "Hey, pitch it." No, stop the pitching. No, don't.
yeah,
You're ruining Bhangra.
yep,
Like, teams are spending 25K to dance, then 1,500 is going to a mixer who's producing a shitty mix. KPG's mix was not the best I've ever played to. I'll tell you that. And I'll be very front. And I'm a very honest
yeah,
person. I love the guys. They're great kids, but their mix was not the best. I think those DJs who I put together, you guys need to revalue everything. Because when I did mixes back in the days, I did it for great teams. And I used to do it for free because of the sale for Bhangra. Like, that's what it meant. I started charging teams when I found out, like, guys are charging 150 to tie a bug per bug.
yep,
Really?
yep.
No,
No, I mean,
no legendary team ever did that. I
yeah,
had Steve from Gobrushkin, even though he's about to compete, he would tie other teams' bug and he would help out without a fucking, without asking for a
yeah,
penny. The whole scene has fucking changed because why? The same stuff we start doing, it's like, dude, it needs to stop. Like, why are, like, now we need to think about it. Do I have to call all these parents like, yo, your kids are spending 25K? Like, I guarantee KJ never spent 25K on their Bruin set. Guarantee you. That's why those teams were having fun at mixers. Sitting with LBC, all these OG legend teams had fun at mixers, pre-parties, all day shit because they didn't have to do any of these stupid boxes, making a fucking fake Midla lemonade stand, a fucking Ferris wheel with gatos. What the fuck is it? I get it, it's entertainment, but you guys are literally, what you guys are doing is falling for the Empire competition now. Because you know what? Bhangra Empire is going to take over that. It's all about gimmicks. They made it clearly that Bruin Bhangra is about gimmicks. It's time to change. Bring back Bruin where the gimmicks were your creativity. Like, the gimmick was go watch 2006 videos, 2007 Bruin. Watch those videos, understand what gimmicks are. That's creating thinking outside the box, not setting up, going to Home Depot, buying props, building all this shit. Like, one example, I think not NSG did this. We tried to build the Golden Gate Bridge with Kunde, which was so stupid. Like, I feel like if we didn't spend all those hours building that stupid Golden Gate Bridge that didn't even fucking work out, we would have won that comp instead of getting second. I really think because we put fucking energy towards stupid shit that doesn't matter. Our Bhangra matter. Why are teams worried about gimmicks? You guys are the whole time you guys aren't practicing gimmicks. You guys are practicing your run throughs. What Bhangra, not gimmicks. That's what like
yep,
Bhangra needs to change. Like until we keep doing gimmicks and we keep pushing for gimmicks, Bhangra's gonna keep going
yeah.
downhill. So like
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the same people who are complaining about this Bruin committee coming back are the same people putting fucking Broadway musicals on stage. And, like, there's a reason these guys came back, bro. It's because they're sick of this shit too. The old heads, they be watching. And they're like, why is it that you got to do all
I'm
this
telling you
crazy
now,
shit?
if
You
Share
know?
Foundation, KJ, if they do a collaboration or they go
Yeah,
solo or any of
yeah.
these old school teams, I'm telling you, you kids, you guys have no idea. You
Bro, no chance.
all the kids that seen all my kids that like learn. I play Total 4, I showed them how to do back cut. They'd be like, oh, fuck, this motherfucker can bounce. It's because I learned the proper folk way. These guys, you bring KJ, share all these, yeah, you call them old guys, but they'll fuck you up in Bhangra. They'll fucking rip you. I'm telling you, you guys, these kids that perform at gimmick joke apuzin. Fuck, man, no Bhangra, nothing, man.
Yeah,
Like, you guys
yeah.
need to start doing proper Bhangra. Drop the gimmicks, start, if you want a gimmick, go live. Okay, next year, I'm not gonna come back at Bruin. There's likely chance I might get banned from Bruin or something, right? Fuck it. I've been a fucking got so many Bruins. I probably have more trophies than the legends themselves from Bruin. No disrespect to them, but it's like it's time to move the fucking game. Like time to step it up. It's time to change Bhangra back to how it was back in the days. Like no fucking setting up crazy for like boxes.
So
Just
so
straight
one,
Bhangra.
I understand the arguments you're making. I know that's not the point of this whole conversation. I just like I feel the need to make this point. I mean, like, listen, like there are other like Bruin is Bruin. I mean, you obviously know that more than anybody here, but like, why can't there be a comp that does? Like, I mean, like, listen, like, why can't there like
There,
there are different types of comps
okay,
for every different
if
style.
fine.
So like, yeah, so I
If
mean,
that's the
like why
case,
can't what? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
if that's the case, Bruin then stop paying for artists. Put that money towards the teams to use for
that's
gimmicks.
Yeah,
Why should a
fair.
team
No, that's
that
fair.
it's
That's
so
fair.
stupid? If
That's
you want teams with gimmicks, pay for the gimmicks.
yeah.
Pay for the gimmicks. They'll do the gimmicks then.
I
Why should
think
teams cough up?
again to be
Teams
fair,
shouldn't be
to
coughing
be
up
fair to
money
Bruin this
just
year,
for
I
fucking
think
gimmicks.
to be fair, I somebody quote me if I'm wrong, but I heard definitely somewhere that every team got $1,000 just for like showing up. Is that correct or no?
So yeah,
Bro,
I'm not sure about
I'm
that.
not sure,
We'd
dude.
have
They
to ask the
didn't want to,
committee.
bro. They wouldn't. I had like they didn't want to pay for the look. I took pictures there. I got no gas money, no hotel money, nothing. You think what they gonna get? They're gonna put on their team $1,000? Like I doubt that.
I'll check. I'll
Unless
check.
anybody in the comments that competed at Bruin can confirm you got $1,000 for. Yes, correct. So one person said yes, correct. So
Okay.
thousand
Yeah.
dollars. Okay.
I mean, it's not
So what?
it's not a
So
ton, but I mean, it's
and
something, you
a
know. Like
thousand
they're
dollars
try.
goes what? It goes for one room for 3 nights. That's the hotel. That's what it's gonna cover.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, well,
Like,
again,
look, look,
I'm
you.
trying to be I'm
I
trying to be charitable
understand.
here. I'm
You're
trying to
trying
be
to be
charitable
charitable,
here, you
bro.
know.
But look, there's a lot of shit that you just can't hide because like it's questions. These are questions that a lot of Bhangra kids we should because Bhangra is sadaya. It's like sada dilona. Like it's ours. We should be able to like protect it. We should be able to like see what the future. We need to like. It's wrong for us to like disrespect all this shit, bro. It's like crazy.
yo, but also I think there's a way to do gimmicks that are low budget
Oh
if even
yeah.
the budget is required, right? Like I agree with you on the sense that okay, the team with the biggest Broadway musical production on stage should automatically win. I agree with you. That's not how it should be, right?
Yes.
But I think at the same time, like
But also to be
Bruin
fair,
in
they
the
like
past,
the
watch
team
watch
that won.
Bruin, like bro, during your era that you're talking about, like bro, there were more gimmicks at Bruin than there were at other competitions. Like
Yeah,
at
but
other
they
Cali
weren't.
competitions.
But then
Like
here's the thing: the big gimmicks weren't like teams weren't stressing their way out 5 in the morning to set up those gimmicks.
exactly,
That's the thing. That's where
exactly.
programs change. When you have to get up early from your time from resting for a competition, that's a problem. That's a
But
big
okay,
problem.
and also to be fair, like I mean, Rung Up and Job, like I mean, they had like a banner, but like
Yeah,
they didn't have any
No, I'm
crazy
not. No,
set.
Rungo
No,
Punjab
no,
was sick. They
I'm
kept
just
it
I'm just
simple, great, right?
no,
That's
no,
an
I'm just
example.
what the argument I'm trying to make is that like yes, do some people feel the need to do some crazy shit? Yes, but that being said, if you look at the winners, like
oh shit.
FCB's Kunde dropping, am I cutting off?
No, you're
What?
good.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah.
Um, like FCB's Kunde dropping, I'm not going to detail what it is, but that wasn't actually that expensive. It was maybe like 200, $300. Like you can, like, there are plenty of gimmicks that people can do. I think it's less the problem of like the culture that is being set and more of a lack of creativity and ingenuity of the dancing teams. Because I think it's like, okay, we're going to Bruin. I can't think of anything. Fuck it, banner.
Yeah.
Like fuck it, like giant fucking whatever, you know? Like it doesn't need to be, but like sometimes it kind of like not I want to say make up, but it's sometimes you try to augment because you couldn't think of anything else. And I don't want to make that sound very disrespectful. Like they're like a footage they said was fucking insane, and they put a banner behind. Having a banner does not mean that you're not like not creative, but you know it does cover up some things. I just run mob. We put a giant wall in the back for no fucking reason. Like like that one year. Like yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, Bruin has always been that competition, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Gogan. I feel like it's always been like that. Like you can look back to the 2000s. Like I remember those old like BMW sets, which like I wish they were there as well, BMW. But they had some like they had gimmicks,
Oh yeah, they
but they would
had all
like
gimmicks, but then again,
yeah,
those gimmicks, man, they didn't cost
they
thousands
didn't
of
cost
dollars in
thousands of
quality.
dollars.
They didn't.
Yeah,
That's the issue I'm trying to bring up. Is
yeah,
like where teams are spending energy and money for stuff that they don't need to, right? And
yeah.
why? Because it's part of the Bruin thing. No, like you don't. Like you have to remind teams you don't have to do it, right?
agreed,
Rungla did that. Rungla did a
agreed,
good
Yeah,
job.
agreed.
Rungla did. That's why they won that competition because they came. They did
Mhm.
they did it the right way. They fucking did like bare minimum. Like they had a good gimmick in the beginning, and they won it the right way.
bro, even
All this
even
other
Sean
shit, like this,
Punjab, the 2018 is a prime example of how you can win
exactly.
with minimal
But
production,
the thing is, if we're having these comps, or if it's costing teams 25K, it's
Yeah,
an alarming number because now if it's like if it's one East Coast team now, there's 4 East Coast teams, right? And then on top of that, the Canadian teams, the fucking currency exchange rate is fucking down, so it's costing them an arm and leg already.
yep, yep.
Right? Like
Same thing
all
with
these
that.
things, like yeah, I get $1,000, yeah, it could help, but it's not like you're pretty much like coming to ruin. Like you have to.
But is
Everybody
that
has to
so?
come up to
Like, but
crazy.
is that the comp's fault or is that the team's fault? Like, genuine question.
It's
No,
both.
it's the
Comp should.
trend. It's the trend
It's a
of the
trend.
circuit.
It's the
Yeah,
fucking. It's both fault. Like you got to be. Teams are stupid enough to pay 25K without realizing what are we doing. And they don't. It's like, dude, look, watch videos, look at the tape, see how teams won, and the prime. You'd be surprised I guarantee you, like if a team went live this year, they would have won second or third or even first. Who knows, right? I'm just saying, it it there's try that as a gimmick. I even as a joke, I was talking to the CJ guys, and I'm gonna talk about it. Like I was like, "Come, let's go Boston. I'm gonna get BK to sing." And I talked to BK today. BK thought he won.
Don't
He's like, "Bro, you
don't
serious?"
make my dreams come true, man.
No,
That would be amazing.
I'm just saying, right? Like if you want a gimmick, you can if you're gonna spend 25K, I can get teams. If you guys need singers, they're charge
yeah,
Lokeet Singh charges 10K for a Jago in California. You pay him 10K, he'll come sing 7 minutes live for you. We will win first place. Boom. Have a singer sing. You could got teams can pay 20K, bro. It's like, dude, it's yeah. I don't know, man,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I just can't believe
I
the
mean,
fucking that number 25K, dude. Like holy shit. Cause I checked and it's funny. I pulled out receipts. I mean, I pulled out receipts from I pulled out my Hilton 2008 receipt at Bruin, and my hotel room was 197 a night for 3 nights, right? And now the hotel now it's like 350, right? I get it, inflation, but it's like okay it's freaking ridiculous to have teams paying that much, and it takes away from their energy and time. It's like it's being taken away from them.
Again, I
bro, that's
dude, like Guggen, like I
yeah,
truly understand your point, but
And then on
like
top of that,
like
okay, another
yeah, go
thing
ahead,
is
go ahead.
why are we paying? Since when did we start paying bug tires $150 for a bug? When did that
Who
happen?
is doing that?
Who
I
is
don't know a
doing this
single who's doing
shit, yo?
who's
Why? Okay,
charging
first of
150
all,
per bug. I don't
why?
know this.
Okay, before. I'm gonna make one thing clear. This needs to be a standard fucking rule. If you apply to a competition, make sure you have a bug tire. Do not apply to a comp. Simple as
Agreed.
that. If you have to hire someone, fine, do it. But it's like I get 150 a bug, whatever. But like, don't tell me last minute. Like some guy, I'm not gonna say who was like, yeah, this weekend was
yeah,
like to get a bug tied, it's gonna be $150.
dude, yeah. That's ridiculous.
So
And
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
insane.
okay, so I would like to defend not maybe that guy specifically, but like the people that do charge because listen, like I don't know what happened post COVID because like like yeah, FCB we used to have like the
Yeah,
ages tire bugs for the
just
most
have
part,
fun. Yeah,
and then eventually like they just kind of aged out, and so we used to just fly Bully out, then Bully would just tire bugs or whatever. Um, but I don't know what happened post COVID, but like after COVID, like everyone just forgot and no one decided to try to learn. And there's like five of them. Like I know the people who forget. Like it's just there is like at a certain point, I kind of get it when they're just like, dude, I'm spending the entire weekend here. I'm tying this team's bugs. As soon as I get there, three other teams are like, yo, dude, can you tie my bugs too? Can you tie my bugs? At a certain point, it's like, yo, dude, my thumbs are bleeding. Weekend after weekend after weekend, like I'm gonna start charging. Like I think that like makes sense. I think, but that being said, I agree with you, Guggen. Like it is getting ridiculous. Like you like learn to tie a bug. It's not that hard. Like you can
it's
teach
not,
yourself in
dude.
in like a few weeks. You can get it down. Take the summer, go learn. Like it.
Yeah.
Watch a video, just do it on yourself over and over again. Like
It's very easy. If I can type bases for a couple of kids here and there, I mean, and but then again, it's one of those things like now, like what's Bhangra become? Like we're paying, it's becoming, it's an expensive item. That's why it's dying. Like that's why there's not many competitions happening like there used to be. The interest of Bhangra is dying because prices of all this shit's going up. It's like harder for like, for example, like some academies are charging the kids, for just the shirt and the tickets for their shows and excuse me, and it's ridiculous. Like, dude, like that's a lot of money being put into this shit. But yeah, like it's a big eye opener, man. Because like
It's a whole industry, bro.
it is,
It's a whole
man.
industry now, you know? It's a commodity, bro. When no one else knows how to tie one and it's 5 minutes till showtime, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if teams have paid more than 150 for
Oh
a
yeah,
pug. You
I wouldn't
know?
be surprised. I mean,
Like you
grooms,
can't go on stage
dude.
with no
The funny
pug.
thing, grooms, man. The guys getting married, paying like $500-600 for the bug on. It's like
it's the
so.
one. It's
Yeah.
so fucking
Just the
weird.
one basic, yeah. If you're paying five, make sure you got a torla, dude. If you're getting married and you're paying for a pug, make sure you get that torla, at least side torla. If you're paying for the extra, like shit.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's yeah, I mean the whole economy around Bhangra is like easily, $1 million going in circulation every year,
Oh yeah,
throughout the
dude,
entire
it's
circuit.
crazy, dude.
And
Like
it's
yeah, like Lolly said, like it just saw his comment. Band member is crazy. I,
yeah, band members, bro,
yo,
100%, dude. Of each
like
yeah.
it's
Yo,
not
real
cheap.
quick,
I'm not gonna
I
lie. I
can't see
charge
any
I charge
comments.
I
VSB
also
arm and leg to come out to
yeah
Bruin. Bruin
uh
22. I was like,
I can't
I
see any
charged
comments
them.
either, by the way.
Yo, I can't see the comments.
Neither can
It's
I.
like messed up.
It stopped updating for me a while ago,
I'll be
but
right
that's
back.
fine.
But
That's
Just not listening to
I've
fine.
been
comments.
absorbing. Can y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Mic check.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Kirby.
this is my first time using this nice mic. Um, no, I've been absorbing everything you've been saying, and I honestly I could play devil's advocate in just like the whole because I love these little geopolitical conversations and you throw in a little econ and like surrounded with Bhangra. I honestly think it with the academies and everybody like charging and everything. I think it speaks to the power of it growing than dying. Because like I agree, the first generation of Punjabis, like, when there wasn't a lot here, lot of like Punjabi power, like they would do culture shows and like yes, those kind of died out, but academies and institutions, cultural institutions kind of like took shape and like here, like I see the value that like a bug tire provides my academy. So I'm willing to pay like pretty nicely. Same thing with a DJ, same thing with a Dholi, you know, and same thing with parents. They see the value that VSB or an academy in an otherwise whitewashed area, provides like culturally to their kids, and they want their kids to like be involved at like a high level. So, now you got like in Canada, right? Like you have a whole Bangladesh economy surrounded around
Oh
like
yeah,
like
100%.
like band members, and that wasn't happening in the 80s. That wasn't happening in the 90s. Um, but like, you could be a good Dholi in India and like work your way, like a IT worker in Hyderabad can like work his way to a job at Google, like in San Francisco,
Hmm.
like, a Dholi in Punjab can work his way to like a work permit in Canada and like, start living a first world life. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
you
would
could think of this in that sort of manner as well, and it would speak to the growing power. I mean, it's honestly because of Canada and their lax like policies, immigration policies, and like Americans like us just kind of like mooch a little bit from that because we got Trump in the house. So, you know what I mean?
what's it called? I kind of want to hop onto that because I know a lot of people say that Bhangra is dying, blah blah blah. I really disagree with that. And the reason I disagree with that, I think it's because it's just the culture of the dancers that are entering the circuit right now. Like, for example, okay, in 2005, you had to find a physical VHS video of like the dude in the fields doing the fucking
Yeah.
shit. And you had to find that video, or you needed to know somebody who had that video, and then you would learn off of like DVDs of like live sets that like your uncle brought from Punjab. Like those are the only ways you could learn. And so the only people that are gonna get into competitive Bhangra in the United States or in Canada are fucking freaks. Like they are true like Bhangra nerds through and through. They will jump through every hoop possible. Nowadays, the knowledge is more democratized. You have more people coming in, and you're also going to have people that aren't as passionate. I don't think that's a bad thing. And so, like, a lot of people lament the fact that, you know, like, oh, my team can't hold on to dancers, because like nobody really wants to work hard, or like the creativity, like all that stuff. I don't see it with that lens because realistically, like I'm like if I'm talking to like XYZ college team, they're saying like, yeah, man, we can't get like hang on to dance. Or like I talk to like people from my generation, and they would be like, yeah, dude, these kids they don't know how to like they're not into it. They're not like as like tough as we are. I was like, well, man, like half the circuit wouldn't be around if we still had the same access to information back then as we had back then. Like we probably, I definitely wouldn't be dancing if like I didn't get pulled in during the activities fair my freshman year, and somebody says, hey, you should dance. I'm like, I like bet, why not? But
Yeah.
that's like a little spiel I have. Sorry,
No,
continue.
you good.
I kind of wanted to just quickly chime in on the bug tying the discussion. I really think the whole American circuit needs to just pick up on, like, we need to
X.
create a culture around
But
bug tying. Like we really need to create, like, yo,
that's
Bhangra
American
Bhangra
shit,
teams form.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Bhangra teams forms. My favorite topic was the bug tying thing because everybody contributed. People wanted to be the best tire.
Oh
There
yeah.
used to be rankings.
Hmm.
People used to rank, yo, and
Yo,
people were
regular
like,
bugs,
yo,
yeah.
and yo, I love that. I love that community aspect of like this whole bug tying community.
Yankees bugs,
And
man. Yankees
and you know
bugs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really, we've
SP bugs,
monetized it
yeah.
for sure. And it's not wrong to monetize it because, bro, I remember tying pugs, and like teams after teams would be coming to me, and this is like a long time ago when people weren't charging, and you couldn't say no and stuff, and it was just like, and it was just like it was a culture that, yeah, everybody wanted to help everybody, and I get that, but there's nothing wrong with making the money. Yeah, 150 is crazy, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like, if you're flying out a Toli, sorry, not Toli, sorry, a pug tire from Canada, and you're paying him say $50, it still amounts to about the same money. So it's not as like different as you think it would be to charge 150 for a local American. Heck, I'm even down to encourage the American tires. I just, you know, I think we need to all pick it up a little bit more. The videos are all on YouTube, the same videos that we've all been learning from, and I think it's just, yeah, it's sad to see such a beautiful art form like pug tying just like resort to 5 to 6 to 7 people in the whole community. Sorry, just
I want to get back to
No,
Bruin,
that's
but I mean,
facts.
I agree
Yeah,
with
let's get back
everything.
to Bruin. So yeah, tech
Yeah.
time was with all that
Yeah.
shit. Then show went on. It was cool. I took pictures, so I took a lot of great pictures. The kids or I love like yo, kids were all the little kids dancing were so dope on stage, man. It was good to see like you know some sort of punk it up, and you know, I was happy to see that part.
Yep.
Eventually, kids will learn on their own, like, yo, it's time to move on from, you know, this team, whatever it may be. But it's okay. They're learning the basic steps, and that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
It's a good that's good way to put it.
Absolutely. Yeah, seeing the kids come out with their parents was so
Dude,
sick. Like that's
honestly,
so cool,
yo,
bro.
Dude,
man,
I was
I was
tearing up
teary
during
eyed when
tech
I saw
time.
some of that,
It
dude.
was
Like,
amazing.
Yeah.
man, I saw like, dude, like seeing some of the like, KJ kids, and dude, I was like, it was like a whole circle moment, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, back to Bruin. The whole show wise, everything went well. The legends, you know, I feel like the legends dance they could have done differently instead of doing the workshop way. I feel like they should have done it where the it's empty, just highlight the dancers themselves and then let them clear stage and have the next team come up as a surprise instead of having the whole janta. Like if you look at the video, it looks pretty crazy out there, right? It looks so packed. It
Hmm.
looks sick, but then again, it's like it's literally Empire Workshop. Like
Yeah.
Empire literally got the legends like, yo, let's do our workshop style, and you know, and that's how it was, and that's why I was laughing at the whole comment I made about the Empire, whatever I said earlier today, the Empire Found Save the Empire Foundation. Pretty much, it's like they're right away. Bhangra Empire post a Legends video on their YouTube page right away, right the fuck away, right? And it's like, hold on, shouldn't this go on the Bruin Bhangra page first, since it's Bruin Bhangra's Legends performance?
So they
Why?
got their own videographer to take a video and
I don't know
post it.
how it worked out. All the teams we signed a waiver for him, and it was for Bhangra
So
Empire.
so
I'm
that
assuming that's what
was
it was.
no so no so that was Sick Lens is doing a documentary, and so the media release forms was for them.
Okay, that's fine. Regardless, but Empire went right, and they had their own camera, and they put it up right away just for their fucking views, right? And that's what it like. It's crazy, and the banners they had up. Where was some of the logos for some teams? Like, did you guys not do enough research? Like, there was missing logos on some teams, and no, Bruin UCLA wasn't forgotten. They lift the banner up way too quick before it was revealed. That's what
And
happened.
I think the video was Empire's personal like videographers.
Yeah.
Like they made that was
Regardless
their
of
thing.
it, it's like they took advantage of getting. It's like I felt like they took advantage of the whole legends names and everything. Just this performance was right away on their YouTube channel. They're gonna make all this money off montage and all this shit, and it's like it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't properly done as it should be. It was straight like an Empire workshop. If it was an Empire, like if anybody wanted to watch their workshop, they can go on their page, right? They should have been done differently. That's just
To be again, I'm just like again, I'm trying to be charitable, trying to be understanding. I uploaded all these videos with the mixes and stuff, and none of them got monetized. So
yeah.
like, I don't think I'm making none. Yeah, none of them. Well,
Well, not
the team
for yours. I'm
performances
saying
did.
maybe like for the Empire. Like, they just felt that whole weekend like this is all like the way it was moved, and I'm just like, you know what? Uh, and that's why like it's kind of concerning because like where was GTV? Like that's we
Oh,
need
no, okay,
answers.
no. I can tell you that. I can tell you that he had like that was he could he was going to film back row. He couldn't make it. Like that was a him thing. No, I promise you, I was in those conversations, bro. I
I
literally was in those
mean,
conversations.
He's right
I
here.
was
He can
I
answer for
Oh
I
you.
yeah,
just
he
had
could
a
probably
can we
answer if he wants to himself.
have
But like
GTV clarify some stuff?
Yeah.
Like, well,
I
actually,
don't
we
know.
don't. Actually,
I
no,
don't
no.
want to
Let's not.
say that.
No, we don't need to
Yeah.
him. We don't. No, let's not do that. I had talks to several. I had talks with people prior to this call. I have receipts lined up for everyone, but I
Wait a minute.
boycotted. There we
Oh,
go.
Wait a minute.
there it
I
is. All right.
I
Well,
I can't read it, so please somebody let
So
me
he
know.
did. Yeah. He just replied, "I could make it. I boycotted."
There you go.
all right.
Okay.
Now,
I
and
was
the funny
told
thing is,
I was told something completely different.
and the funny thing
Same.
is, like, there we go. That's all. I know the real truth. I spoke to a lot of individuals backstage. There's some lot of like I'm not here just wasting fucking people's time. I know what I spoke to people. I got more information I need, and I'm here to not like be the person to save Bunga, but at least make sure like teams aren't fucking losing like their respect and shit by spending all this stupid money, Like 20 it's like I like I it bothers me that teams are spending 25K. Why? Like you shouldn't. Teams don't need to spend that much to perform do Bhangra, man. That's the problem. If we're having teams spend that much, then competitions are gonna die, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Like something needs to happen. How do we have all these guys like sponsorships? Where's that money really going to? We need answers. Like there's a lot of shit that goes behind doors. Like, dude, where was the money? Like, dude, you had cash bar. Where was that cash bar? What was their cash bar for?
It was probably. I mean, again, probably like
It's like crazy.
every
And then
place.
again, you know, these are all just. And then again, I'm just coming from a view from as a cameraman and also as a goalie for one team, right? So I view this whole weekend as like what the actual fuck is going on kind of thing. Um, but again, this it's like man, nobody sponsors anymore. I mean, if teams like
That's also quite a red flag in terms of
I mean, hello,
where
shout
we've
out
come.
to Manny Yo. I got a whole case of this Shaw stuff,
I
Hey.
the sponsorship,
so many
say,
cans of that. Oh
dude,
my
yo,
god.
dude, I don't drink Jaw. I never have. I don't plan on, but I'll just keep these like just for you, man. I'm not gonna open it or drink it, but these guys did sponsor. There's so many cases I
Not
got.
the
I was just like,
advertisement you think you were gonna get, huh? I have it.
Dude.
Not gonna drink it, but I have it.
yeah, I got it, but. Here's the real shit. This I Dr. Pepper right there. That's the fucking drink. But anyways, like, yeah, man, my Bruin review is just all this is what I saw in my own eyes, how I felt, and things. These are big critical things that need to be, and especially like, oh my god, let's get to the awards, man. The awards and Lakeith Singh's greatest performance, better than Baljeet at Coachella, man. Holy shit. Those effects got me crazy, bro. I felt like I was at an EDM concert at one point. But no, like, dude, if you're gonna fucking advertise Malkeet Singh, fuck man, what a fucking
Just
that money could have been gone to teams. That's what annoys that was what pissed me off the most. And then on top of that, the reason I keep saying it's an Empire thing, they literally had their whole academy kids dance with Justy Sidhu at the end, right? I remember back in the days very clearly. All the Bhangra teams used to get together in the back. Singers would sing. We all dance right before the awards would go on, and
Mm,
then there wouldn't be no academy kids. And like, dude, they literally had all their academy kids ready, and then it's like
oh
they
yeah, more footage.
yes.
more footage right
Oh
there,
my
I
right?
get it.
god.
Performing with Just to Do, right? It's like more. It's like these are all for views, right? It's like yeah, our kids dance with Just to Do at Bhangra Empire kids dance with Just to Do at Bruin Bhangra, right? Like this could have easily. I feel like if that was the case send the local like dot on our kids could have done it too. Like they should like were they given a chance to dance with Justice to do, or is it just Empire kids, right? Like I don't know. Regardless, but yeah, that shit was so funny. Like when they announced Wilkie's video, I was like, yo, I took a picture right away. I was like, greatest live show ever, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Paid fucking 10K for that guy not to show up. I mean, hopefully Bruin got their money back because if you paid him, didn't get your money back, that's hella
That's
sad.
fucked. Yeah.
That's fucked,
That's
right? I hope
yeah.
I hope you guys did
Yeah.
get your money back from
I
Lakeith Singh or
I
something,
know
man. Because
Mokeith
like,
for weddings, bro, like he'll charge, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 10,
yeah,
15 bands
yeah,
easy.
no,
Easy.
he charged a couple here in San Jose like 2 years ago, like 12K for a Jago, and I played ball with him that time. It was cool. What are you
Yeah.
saying for an hour and a half?
Yeah, he
Yo,
does go
hold on.
for a while. He does
Fuck
go
that.
for a while
Yo,
sometimes.
teams, if you're gonna spend 25K, spend 10, 12K on Lakeith Singh for 7 minutes live bowling and just fucking dance to Jindamani and fucking all his other hits, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, dude, I feel like just in general, going back to the Empire thing, like, dude, I feel like a little bit of, and I mean, I'm kind of going off script here and being a little conspiracy theorist, but like, they're the ones with the money, they're the
Yeah, they
ones,
spent again. They're the
like,
ones that hold. They're the ones that paid for the gala. They probably paid for Lakeith Singh. Probably paid for just these. I'm pretty
so
sure
it's like,
Empire paid a lot of this money for this comp, right?
yeah,
Which is crazy, because like
and
they
I mean,
have the
From
funding
they're
for it.
connected, they're
from what I
connected.
heard they spent 100K of their own money to bring the comp.
What's that
Oh,
tell you?
okay.
You're spending team spending 100K. I
Yeah,
No, not the
what
team.
happened?
The,
What
not the
happened to 25,
no,
dude?
not the
It should be
oh
team. Not the team. Not the
25
team.
limit.
the academy.
The board. The Bruin people.
Bruin board.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
committee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, hopefully, they don't fucking hate us after this live,
Oh no,
but
they're gonna hate me.
yeah,
I already got throughout today. A lot of legends, like I love you guys, but some of you are really fake, and I'm really disappointed. I respect you guys so much throughout the year, but you guys are fucking. Some of you are really fake, and I just want to say that to whoever's watching. Um, and the ones that are real, I love you, the real ones. I'll tell you the ones that are real. I'll message you guys today and say you're real. If you get a message from me saying you're a real one, then you're a real one. Like other than that, like no, a lot of you guys, like a lot of the like some legends actually, the shit talking that's been going on from those group messages. Oh, I have receipts, y'all. Oh, I have receipts. Call me mentally unstable. I can say a lot of shit, but I'm not gonna be that type of person. But I have receipts. So if you come up to me and I don't shake your hand, then you know why. So if you did talk shit, just don't come face me again because I know who you are. I know your names. It's bad. I don't want. We're done. Like, and I don't like it's there because it's kind of fucked up. Like you're telling me I'm mentally unstable, but then you're messaging me like, "Hey, thank you for playing Dol and taking pictures and tying pagga." Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, what am I mentally? So like, I'm
Yo,
kind
come on,
of
man. You got to fill the dots in. You got to put names, faces. We need characters. Who said what?
No, we don't need names, bro. We don't need names. That's good.
no. If I put
Please,
names out there,
please.
if I put names out there, it's gonna get real messy. Then
Yeah,
all
no,
you
we
guys
can't
are
we
in
can't do that on
trouble.
here.
Then I'm not gonna do that and get you guys in trouble. But yeah, if you talk shit about me and said, "Yo, why is going Saints and this, that, and all that," I know who it is, man. I've been real with that. All you Bhangra teams, I've never said no to no one. Like anytime a team's reached out to play, "Hey, Gun, can you play goal?" I've always said yes. I've always been a real one. I've never made excuses. I always came out for Bhangra teams. There's a reason I'm gonna call myself the GOAT. I've been in the game since 2005, over 100 comps, fucking hella teams. I've done it all. I've seen everything, fucking, and you know what? I can give a fucking less what anybody else has to say about my opinions because at the end of the day, like, no one pays my fucking bill besides me.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. And honestly, yeah, like the only other thing that I wanted to address was like the competitive teams experience,
Yo, the
like
teams,
during
man,
awards.
the
Like,
awards, man, like, I feel like, oh, another thing. Oh, the judges. Okay, that's what I forgot to tell you guys. So
yeah.
the judges, right? So one judge really, I'm not gonna say name,
Make
but
sure make sure this is confirmed. This is
it's
like facts. Like,
confirmed
yeah, yeah.
because
We need
it's folk.
facts.
No,
Because
it's been
I
confirmed by
also
two judges. It's been confirmed by
okay.
two judges
And
already. I'm not gonna name names.
I also know what you're about to say, and I just also just want to say my piece. I have been told that it didn't happen, but like from Bruin board, so I I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so
hard for me to
now
say. But
I've
like
talked to.
if you're telling me the two judges told me, like I don't know what to believe anymore, you
I'm
know?
not gonna. So I spoke to two different judges. I'm not. That's all I'm gonna. I
Sure,
simple as
sure,
that.
sure, 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 sure,
Um,
sure.
and they both said one certain judge was worried about getting her trinity fixed and literally got up towards like last 2-3 minutes of a team's performance. So, and then another thing was like the judges, they spent all that money on gala, but the judges were riding with no tables. Like, how are you gonna judge? How are you gonna like? And another thing, like, no disrespect to the legends and judges, but I think like judges should be focused on judging rather than perform their own performances. Honestly, like it's too much pressure. Like you can't have like they had P like dude, you can't have PJ running around from the judges panel to backstage back to judges panel. Like no, dude, that's kind of like fucked up. You either tell PJ like, hey man, we want you to enjoy this. We if he I don't know if, like I'm not speaking on PJ. It's just an example, right? Like what I saw was PJ getting up from the after like he got done judging when it was hers when KJ's time to perform, he had to like leave his judging seat, go through a mission just to get on side stage. It's like I feel like if that's the case, make sure the judges are sitting closer so they don't have to like, it was just not good. Like I don't know, man. It just didn't. It seemed like they could have got other judges to sit in that panel for the competing teams. Like yeah, that's being a ref and player in the finals.
Yeah.
I guess yeah.
So
I
so
mean
what
yeah,
happened?
somewhat.
What happened with the town hall that they promised to the teams?
So
afterwards. Umer,
Yeah,
I think you know about
yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
I can tell you a little about that. And so this is like so before the comp even happens, Poonam caught on a call with me and kind of like ran me through like the various events that were going to occur. One of them was this town hall. It wasn't supposed to be a judge, like so from the jump, it wasn't supposed to be a judge. I mean, like I literally have the PowerPoint that she showed me. There was like at the end like a few questions where like the judges were like gonna say like, oh, here's some like moments that we liked, here's some moments that we didn't like, but a lot of it was supposed to be a kind of intergenerational conversation between dancers and such. Apparently, what happened was that at the mixer, they were supposed to make some announcement, but because of, like I mentioned earlier, like all their shit, all their like tech and speakers and shit got messed up. So the liaisons were supposed to tell the teams, but that didn't really get communicated properly. So there's a lot of miscommunication around that. And then the reason it got canceled not like 30 minutes before it got, because again, I had like I was there when the decision was made at like 3 a.m. because I was talking to her and she's like, I think we might cut this because like who wants to have an intergenerational conversation with when I say to everyone, I'm talking about like I saw people like pretty much members of every single team at like 5 a.m. still up. So she was like, I think we're just gonna like make this a brunch instead of like a town hall where like I don't think anybody's really going to get any much out of that conversation that we wanted to. But then it kind of became because of the miscommunication, people were thinking, oh, they just canceled the judges meeting. Now, so like that's what happened. To be honest, I remember like even before the podcast that I recorded with her, and um during that conversation too, and after the town hall like brunch thing ended, like I'll tell you right now. I did not agree with a lot of the decisions that Unum and the rest of the board made, but I understand where they're coming from because I mean that like I think they care, I think they mean well, and a lot of the conversation came down to the reason why they didn't have a judge meeting in person right after the comp was they felt that, and I'm like speaking on behalf of them. If somebody's on board and wants to talk, like please like correct me. But if I'm trying to like portray their argument better, they wanted to like remove some of the toxicity around Bhangra and placings and such like that, and they felt that there was too much of a focus on points and less on the focus on like what you're bringing to stage, which I understand, and honestly, I kind of agree. How they went about doing that, I don't agree, to be frankly honest. I personally think you can rework rubric to value the things you want to value more. I think judges, even if you don't want them to don't want to get into a conversation where like people are butting heads and fucking yelling and screaming and like yo like just trying to make arguments. Like I think a judge should still be have to validate their point values and be able to point to specific things throughout and have to back up their
All right,
arguments. I think that's important.
no, listen here. I'm gonna sorry to cut you off.
No,
Look,
it's fine. I
the
I yeah
generation
I
of
yeah
Bangla, it's the generation of Bangla, bro. There's a big gap. 2010 was probably the last competitive time one of those judges competed, maybe, right?
yeah.
We're in 2025. There's a big generational gap, and I guarantee you that's one. That's why the judges. I guarantee you they didn't want to deliberate because the generational gap. It's like when they competed, they didn't have these opportunities to talk to judges. They got the scorecard, they went on, moved on, and that's why they're doing it. It's because like there's generational gap of fun right there. That missing 10 years, whatever it is. Like, dude, it's a big. Because now we're at the age where we went from mixes going ching 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 to now Alvin the fucking Chipmunks. Like it's ridiculous. So like yeah, there's a big if we're still in the ching 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 era like from fucking 2011, yeah, the judges probably will have proper judges meeting be able to elaborate more. But the fact that some judges did say that most of these teams look the same and there's nothing really creative, just the gimmicks, that's it. It's like it tells you right there, like, yo, there's you put the I feel like they put the wrong judges in the wrong spot, but then again, those judges are the right judges for the right comp. It's just there's a fucking gap there. I don't know
I
what's like.
have an observation for you.
Hmm.
I feel like what this tells us is that Toronto won in the grand scheme of Bhangra,
No, they did.
and that they
Yeah,
won.
no, Toronto,
Yeah.
100%.
They won so
I've watched.
they won so hard that these LA like former legend teams are like, yo, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ Toronto ਵਾਲਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਤੇ creative ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. You guys are just doing fast Bhangra hard formations,
Exactly.
and they're
The
not they're
Toronto.
they don't like the Toronto style because they probably lost a lot to the Toronto style. It was just like,
No,
you know what I
that
mean?
no, no, that's not anything. That's like okay. I'll tell you one thing, KJ. These teams never lost to Toronto teams because Toronto teams never danced like that till
Like,
2000, two thousand
yeah, that's
seven.
fair.
I'll
Like,
be very honest. SGPD. I want everybody to go watch this video. 2007 Berg SGPD. That video
live,
changed
yeah.
Bhangra.
No, it was
Let
good. It
me
was
tell you
good.
the best. You guys want to watch proper Bhangra? SGPD, Berg 2007, VCU, Boston 2007, and Chardi Giovanni, any of their videos. Go watch those three fucking teams and you'll know what Bhangra is. And that's just like, that's what changed the game. Like, I'm telling you
No,
now.
I'm no for sure. I'm just saying that like these judges will not like the style that
Oh no,
all three of us
100%.
kind of took over.
That's why is a big. That's why I was like that generation gap. I'm saying is because like it's missing. Because like yo, there was only one person in the middle that was Preacher Hall. He judged the comp. He's been in the era where
Oh
he
shit,
danced.
he just pulled up. Yeah, what's up, Preet?
Oh what?
Just pulled up. So it's good. All right, continue.
So yeah, it's one of those things like yeah, there's just one person on that panel that was could understand today's time of Bhangra and all this shit, and
I
then
do wish I agree. I do wish that the judging panel wasn't just everybody pre 2010 and then pre Jaw.
yeah, man,
I
that's so
like there's 15 years in between 2010 and 2025. You know, you could have brought on Sid, Chirag,
exactly.
Shaduk. Like there's like there are people that like that are very well regarded by like
Yeah.
Right.
like old heads for me, like people who are right before me that like are very capable, who've won Bruin, all that stuff. I agree. I do wish there it was a little less like 2000 to 2010 focused.
There's a yeah, it's like you have the right panel, but the wrong time of era. I feel like the panel. I'm not like those. Every judge on the panel is a great person. No disrespect to any of those individuals. Like everyone is great. Like you guys, man, you guys did so much for the community. The Punga, like this is not taking away from any of those judges. It's just that the time that they dance and today's time is a big gap, man. Like there's like 2010 to 2025 that big there's a big gap. I'm gonna change, man. Like it should have been balanced out, like a judge from every 3 4 years maybe, right? A
Right,
person that from every 3 4 years, it would have made more sense. That would have been crazy. Like
right,
you have different judges from different eras of the 25 years. And that's another thing, I still don't know what was it celebrating that, like why. Yeah, like I don't get the 25 years of what was actually celebrated because there's no mentions of the winning teams in the past, no mentions of like the other best dancers from other decades. Like there's no mention of the live Bhangra teams that were performed at Bruin, the ones that actually did Bhangra. Sorry to say music teams, but you don't do Bhangra if you don't dance on toll. That's simple rule. Every person, anybody knows that. Asli Bhangra toll, teams that danced live on at Bruin didn't get those flowers they deserved. So that's why I feel like I had to step up and say some shit because people are fucking too soft and quiet to say anything. It's like, dude, like,
Yep.
damn,
No, it's fair,
but
bro. No, we
damn.
appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on, dude. Like, yeah. If you
I'm
got
probably
any,
about to be
like,
the most fucking hated person in the fucking community.
it's
Who
okay.
knows? I'll probably be shot, but I don't give a fuck because you know what? I'm gonna go fucking camping this weekend.
Yeah.
Whoever fucking has to talk shit, go talk shit, waste energy. I don't give a fuck.
One thing
I'm
we
Send
gonna
me
don't
go do
we
my
do
own
location.
here.
thing.
One
I'm
thing
gonna
we
go
don't do
play
here is we're
gold.
not anonymous, bro. We're not anonymous about this shit. So like,
I'm not. I
like
don't care.
you got
If anybody
if you
really had a
believe
problem with.
something, you gotta stand on business and you gotta fucking come out
Yeah,
here
and then
and
also
say your piece,
don't
bro.
and if you and please don't message me trying to defend Bruin or anything because I don't got time to read your fucking comments. I made my comments. I'm not gonna if you try to if you anyone sends a message trying to defend Bruin or anything, don't waste your time. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna delete you. I don't got time for that shit. I came, spoke my word. You guys, like a lot of people talking to me, you guys haven't been in the game long as I have. I can say a lot of shit. I can talk my talk. I can talk the shit I want to talk because I've been in the game. I seen the downfall of other teams. I seen the downfall of fucking comps. I seen everything A through Z, and officially like that. It's been the greatest honor of me to watch these teams in their prime and to watch them this past weekend. Like it's been an honor, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna take fucking disrespect for these fucking for those two. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
yeah.
I
Go.
was wondering,
Good.
like, what do you think is the plan for Bruin, like, moving
it's
forward?
gonna
Is
be
he gonna be
Bhangra
the same committee?
Empire. It's gonna be more like an Empire based thing. It's gonna be like sponsored by Empire from now on. There's gonna be more Empire shit, and that's it. It's gonna be a Bruin Empire. It's gonna be a Bruin Bhangra. It's gonna be a Bruin Bhangra Empire fucking collaboration competition. Watch. That's what it's gonna turn into. It's gonna become one of those things,
I feel
and
like UCLA still has to take a part, right? Like,
they
isn't
still
it
have
there?
to. They're gonna have. They're gonna UCLA. It's gonna be like this. The kids, the UCLA community kids, will do all the work. Empire will fund the money and then provide all their shit. Right? It's how it's gonna be. If you like, and if it happens like that, then you know like it's about to be gimmick bunga over here.
Man,
I don't know. I like again. I just as much as well, listen, I love Bhangra, I love Bruin, but like hearing what I mean, I listen. I've been to the past like two or three Bruins. It was garbage. Like I mean, everybody who compete like
Yeah.
as
What the?
much as it like sucks, as much as it sucks to hear. Like yeah, exactly. Like
Hold on,
like
bro.
why?
What
I
the
competed
fuck
against
Why
is?
you
two
keep
three
bugging
Bruins
me
too. What the
though?
fuck you
Yeah.
talking
no,
about? Like,
no,
First say
no,
fuck me
not
for
yo,
it.
what the
wait, not the
fuck is
Fuck
this?
no.
wait, not the competing teams. I'm talking about the like logistics of the competition.
Nah, I'm with you though.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
like listen, I was on I'm on FCB. I was hype. I got a 2 hour tech time, but then Alamo got 15 minutes and was cut off. Like you know
Bro.
like no dude like it was
All
a
right, you guys
poorly
want to
run.
know something funny? I'm gonna expose another Bruin secret.
Go for it.
Go
In
for it.
2011, me and a certain someone put a fake judge on the Bruin judging panel in 2011. Yes, when KJ and APD danced, me and certain someone put
What
a
do you
fake
mean a
judge.
fake
Like
judge?
what? Like
We
like a CIA like
no. So,
operative or
You
so what
something.
we
you
did
catfish
was,
Bruin, bro?
yeah, I did. I'm gonna say because let me. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell the story because I'm gonna be banned from
Go
Bruin.
for it.
Bruin 2011, the year KJ and APD got second, they should have got first. um,
Oh my
but
god.
I'm not gonna say this detail because it's kind of rude and disrespectful. But anyways, they should have APD and KJ should have got first that year, and me and I'm not gonna say who, but we put a judge who had no fake knowledge, like nothing about bunker. We were texting the scores of all the teams. I was I was judging that comp by the side and texting this person. He was writing the scores down 2011.
This
All
is
right. So I
Oh
don't give
my god.
so
wild.
That's wild.
This is
yeah,
That's
I'm gonna admit,
wild, bro.
yeah,
it.
Dude.
I hope you're lying,
I'm
or
not
I hope you're not lying. I'm not sure
I'm not
actually.
lying.
Yeah, I don't know where I stand
I'm not
either,
lying. And
dude.
the funny thing, my boy hooked up with one of the committee members. I don't mind. Like, it's a funny thing. She's probably watching this shit live right now and probably remember this. God knows, whatever. But
So
hey,
are
it
you
happened. It
saying Bruin
happened.
2011 placings are a hoax and it's not real, it's fake? Should we go back and replace 2011 Bruin
Can
right
we
now?
go back and Yo, BK got
Yes.
fucked there, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, who got first?
No, but realistically, it was rigged for someone else like to win, but it's crazy. Like it wasn't rigged. It was just the points added, but then the placings were wrong. KJ should have been first. KJ APD was it was supposed to be back to back, but unfortunately, if back to back happened, it was long. But I shouldn't be talking too much right now. It's probably gonna cause it's about to cause some riots and shit. People are gonna be what the fuck.
No. Finish your thoughts. Finish 2011. Who got second place? ABC
No, no.
it was
So
ABC
the placings were AG, KJ,
ABC.
APD. AG got first place, KJ, APD got second, and third was DRP like always.
Oh, oh. So what you're saying is that all those placings were fake.
No, they're correct, but one of those teams shouldn't have been there. I mean, the spot was sort of been one should have been flipped
So you're saying AEG should have gotten second place and KJ should have gotten first place.
according to the judges' score sheet. Yes.
That
But it's okay. We're over that time frame. It's okay because I played. It's okay. I'm friends with all these teams now. We all laugh about it. It's okay. It's funny as fuck. But it just tells us, sure, like, yo, times have changed. Like, Bruin used to be, the committee used to be hella more chill. Now it's more of a power trip bullshit.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like they had like a fucking judge that didn't know
So
shit coming to their
here's the funny
panel.
thing. No one knows about this.
I'd
They
be
didn't even
pretty
know about it,
strict
and
too.
and it's the biggest secret. So it's okay. Like I can go ahead and tell it now because we're old as shit. Like who knows? Like if like this is gonna be a story that should have been like this. It's a funny fucking story.
I do want to
That's a
go
funny.
back to the point that I said was trying to make earlier though, is that like I understand plenty of people like I have my own opinions on Empire that whatever.
Dude,
But
I danced
like
on Empire in 2006, man. I don't
okay,
give a shit. I can say whatever the fuck I
but my
want,
point
right?
my point is that like Bruin like I don't think Bruin I'm pretty sure Bruin just wouldn't happen this year if it wasn't for him. Like I mean, as much as
Obviously,
like
no, it would still happen. It wouldn't just be
I
as
don't like
crazy
dude
like marketed and all
it
that.
dude, it was like $40,000 in the hole. Like it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like
And I don't think it's gonna. And like I said, Bruin is actually like that's what tells you like teams like it's gonna Empire is gonna be the reason like Bruin happens, right? And Empire's gonna take it over, and that's what's gonna, and that's how Bruin Fun is be ran. It's gonna be a gimmick competition. So now teams are gonna go in there and
but
know
like
that it's about to be a
but
fucking
like dude, Bruin's always been a gimmick comp.
no.
Like
And you guys are, that's what, like, you don't understand what I'm saying. The gimmicks are never, like, the gimmicks were always, yes, it was a gimmick comp, but the gimmicks were very basic, simple, and to the point. Not all this extra shit teams are essentially losing time from fun. And it's
No,
like, you come to
fair. No,
Bruin,
very fair.
that's
I
where it
hated
is.
building that fucking birthday cake. Like it was the worst time in my life building that birthday cake for Bruin
Exactly.
20. Yeah,
If you just did simple Pangra and did the other sets at Berg, guarantee you guys would have more fun at Bruin. I'm just
true,
saying,
probably.
if
No,
Bruin was just like every other comp where you just show up, no worries about gimmick and just dance, Bruin would actually be back to the Super Bowl it was. It's not the Super Bowl of Punkadon no more how people claim it. It used to be, not anymore.
Bro, people use that word for like one season. I don't really think people be using it like that.
I don't know, man.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Before we go, everybody, tell me your favorite Bruin. As a fan of Bhangra or as a dancer, what was your most favorite Bruin of all time?
Oh man, it's a toss up between '07 and '09.
I'll say
All
my
right. Remind us again. Remind us again who the winners were.
Bruin 2007, LBC first place, second place, UBC girls third place, the live team, Bhangra team. 2008 was DRP, then Empire, then it was I forgot who the third place 2018 was. And then in 2009, it was first place Empire, second place DRP, third place LBC.
Nice. 2009 was a legendary one. I know a lot of people got into Bhangra after watching that Empire video. I
Oh
know
yeah, that's like, and then
that.
another thing is like, yeah, I'm not gonna let's drop it. I'm not gonna get into that, but um, yeah, like I remember, like yeah, that 2009 Bruin was fucking lit. 2007 was like lit as fuck. But if I talk like I spoke to a lot of the OGs, and their memorable one was 2006, and it makes sense because that lineup was fucking heat. Like, and another team that's okay. I forgot to mention one team, a team that didn't get their flowers. Dunia All Stars, man. I want to give it up to Raju Johal, dude. The triple threat of Bangla. I'm surprised no one mentioned his name throughout like this Bruin weekend because when I remember 2006, dude, when Dunya All Stars came, like everybody was about Raju Singh Borli in the back doing all this shit. So give flowers to Raju Johal and Dunya All Stars. They deserve their flowers too. We got to give them their flowers. There's one team that I was hoping people would mention, but didn't. Another sad reality.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Umer, favorite
I'll,
Bruin. Also,
I'll
yeah, y'all in the comments, if you guys want to comment your favorite Bruin,
I
go
can't
for it
see the
too.
comments
Or
no
maybe
more,
like
yeah,
bro.
not
favorite
gonna.
Bruin memory or moment from a team.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'll
dude,
say
I have a funny Bruin memory of with the
go,
LBC
go for
guys.
it.
So, all right, we're 2009 after party. One of the LBC guys, he loses BlackBerry ball right on his phone, and then he comes up to. Like, you guys remember the old Blackberries with the little ball
Uh,
in the middle?
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are old phones, right? So one of the guys dropped his phone, and he comes with, yo, Gagan, I lost my phone. Can I borrow yours to call mine? Right? I'm like, yeah, yeah. This was the biggest cockblock of the night. Right? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about this shit. Um. So I give my boy the phone, the BlackBerry. 10 minutes later, it comes back. My fucking ball is missing. So now there's a girl from a Canadian team. I'm been talking to her. And I'm trying to text her now. She's like gone with the team, and I'm like left behind the pre-party. Like, yo, my phone fucked up. It was, but
Hey, brother,
of that
I just
moment, I realized like BBM was the best thing in the world because I remember BBM pin saved me that night.
hey, bro, I just want to be clear. I said fucking I was like favorite Bruin moment like on
That
stage.
was it happened at Bruin 2009, bro.
I
That's
don't
why I
think it
was saying
happened on stage. I don't think
2000.
it happened on stage though, did
Oh,
it?
yeah. I thought you meant overall weekend, bro. That was the funniest on stage. Oh, on stage. Realistically, on stage, the best I think was when NSG pulled out the bootleg hologram of Bindakia. Like I saw that, and
Oh yeah.
That
bro, for
shit
me,
was so sick.
bro. The art when the boys did the hologram, bro, that hit my heart playing Thor. I felt like I saw across me. I just saw like, dude, it's dark. I see Bindo Kia. I was like, yo, that is fucking, and that yeah, you know, like again, that gimmick didn't cost fucking $5,000-6,000. It cost a couple $100, and just some fucking engine photo video engineering. And that was it. What about your
Dang
guys'?
man. Two very different stories
One
for
fun
you.
related, one pre-party related. So kids, yeah, it's important to not like waste money on gimmicks so you can enjoy the pre-party and have funny stories to share when we get older like this, like
No, those are the memories, bro. Omar, your favorite Bruin memories moment.
I would say my favorite Bruin was the first one I competed at in 2016. It was the first year, like it was the first like, complete year I had danced with FCB. And that was quite a wild ride. I don't know. I just had a lot of fun. It was my first time. If anybody hears that story of like, yeah, I danced like 10 all-out run-throughs before I got on stage. That was the first time I did it, and so that was a lot of fun.
I remember that year.
Uh,
Good
they just
year.
hated me because he was
Playing
tying
hella fun.
20 bugs, and then he hadn't tied my twice.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Tejas,
dude.
man. I want to give that guy a big shout out. Like that guy, yo, shout out to Tejas, yo, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
You're the fucking ultimate goat, man. You literally like tied so many pug on for FCB, CMU. Um, Shout out to you, man. You did it. You've put like the East Coast Poet teams and other teams in check, man. Shout out to you for that, bro. Good shit.
Thank favorite. So I'm a pretty halal boy. So I don't have any crazy stories in terms of like
Oh
karkutia,
man, no Katutia, no
no
Katutia.
karkut. But there was one time when we were staying at an Airbnb, I think for Bruin 16, it might have been 18, I forget. Actually it was 16, I was way less stressed. And we had it was like this Airbnb with like a bunch of bunk beds, right? In this like church. And
Oh, the
or like
church
this like
right by the
yeah.
park where you guys practice at.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I think they thought all of us were asleep, but I was sleeping underneath and I just like heard somebody just like fucking in the bed right up on top of me and I'm just like, dude, it went like I was really impressed. It went on for a while, but I was just kind of like sitting there just kind of like, dude, what's going on?
Yo,
No,
that
But yeah.
oh
honestly,
man, oh shit.
That's
that's crazy. Just the amount of detail you just described that in, like, there's no reason to doubt that
the
that
fact that
actually
all this
happened. I
went
believe
down
that.
in a church, bro. It's
This
crazy.
is
Yeah,
church,
first of all,
abandoned
the
church.
Airbnb was a
Yeah,
church
Yo,
when I
we
first
stayed in
that,
a,
started.
that,
that
that's
church one year. We
Oh
stayed in the church.
yeah.
It was on
It's a
Hoover.
very it's so many teams have stayed in that church.
Yeah,
I
on
don't know
Hoover.
why.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yo,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
okay, team stand at church, you might actually win, maybe, like you
No, you
get
get
these teams.
second again. You get second again. All right, dude.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, dude. Well, it's getting late, but appreciate y'all coming on, man. So
Yo,
we'll,
buy my merch and buy
yeah,
some
buy the
subs.
Hey,
merch.
You know.
buy his shit, kid, dude.
Hey,
I tried to buy his shit. Oh my god, it's a mind trip. Like, dude, like as a
Here,
live
wait. I
guy,
have
no shit
one.
there. Oh my, so light. If man,
I can
like,
do crazy shit. I can print it any color you want. I made one for Miami.
that's
It's orange and
wild,
green
dude.
with the U on it. It's
Oh,
got Hurricane
come on,
Bhangra on the side.
that's
Like
pretty
I
sick.
can, and it's
bro.
yeah,
Three D
All right,
printed.
dude,
3D
wait.
printed.
Uber,
Damn.
you got to show us a little bumper with the stuff. Come
Yeah,
on
yeah.
now,
Can we see it
come
in
on now.
action?
modern,
You
Okay,
get
hold on.
out of China,
how are we
It's
supposed
okay.
to know
We
the
need to make sure it
legitimacy?
works.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hey,
First and
yo,
first and
shit.
foremost, CIA. So if anybody's concerned about like durability, CIA danced with them on stage at Bruin. So like they tested
Oh
it for
no,
like
I
three
tested
weeks.
it too. I started doing my way, get that shit, and it like
Yeah. But like,
Where?
it's
But
Oh yeah,
innocent pangda. Heavyweight pangda.
but it's great. It's great.
Nice.
Very good.
Wait, CIA did Bruin?
Yeah, see, I did Bruin with fuck, shut up. You know what I mean? KPGD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
KPGD.
Wait,
Okay,
Just
okay.
want to, just want to be
wasn't
clear.
there Carolina? There's two Carolina
Yeah,
teams,
there's
right?
No,
got to be
there's
just
a bunch of
one.
D.
Yeah.
I was so
So yeah,
confused. Like I was like, yo, there's two North Carolina teams. That's crazy.
yeah.
And then I'm
So
also selling the shirt. I need to make the money back from not from flying a Bruin. So like, please,
It
you
says,
know,
what is it? Folk never dies?
folk never
yeah,
dies. That's
yeah,
pretty sick.
That's
Okay.
pretty dope.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bah.
I
I
like
want, I
that.
want.
Okay, guys, we're getting a lot of requests to talk about the actual competition, so we're gonna do that.
Okay,
The
Uh,
actual competition, okay,
yeah.
it was
But
overall.
Avi did want to hop in here,
okay,
so we only got space for four. If I hop out, I'm down to hop out for a bit.
Wait,
You guys
let me
can.
hop
I
out.
don't.
Let me hop out.
Okay,
Let me
All right.
hop.
If that's
The fuck?
cool,
Yes,
hop out
yes.
real quick. Let's talk
Okay.
about the actual competition. We're getting a lot of
Oh
people in the
shit!
comments who
Okay.
are not happy. They're not
Before.
fucking happy,
I
dude.
can't see the comments. I really don't care.
I
I'm a
can't.
guy.
I
I
can't
can't
see
see
them
Bro,
it.
they're
either.
Copy. I don't
getting
care.
pissed, bro. They're getting
Why
pissed
are
at
you
us.
pissed? For
Bye,
what? You
everyone.
guys
Dude.
want to hop on, talk about my? You guys want to hear my bullshit? Listen to the bullshit now.
All right,
Like,
I'm good. Thank you, bro.
thank you. Hey,
Thank
good
you,
Catch
guys.
you.
seeing you, bro. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Oh
Fuck,
yeah.
fuck,
Got to
fuck
be.
got to be.
Fuck,
Ben got to be. No
no
more.
more.
Bang.
Ban that
Bring
shit.
back Stofflo, baby.
Bring
Bring it
back
back.
Stofflo
Bring it
2025.
back
2025.
like the legends, bro. All right, Avi, get your ass in here.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk.
about the rest of
So
the comp.
we,
Let's get
so
this.
okay, Guggen, did you watch the whole comp?
I took pictures, bro. I watched all.
So
I
you
mean, I
watched the whole
tried.
comp? Okay, bet.
I tried to watch. I mean, try. It's hard to focus and like it's really hard,
It's
bro.
hard to focus. Like, I film these comps and I barely like
I
understand what's
couldn't
going on
do.
while I'm filming.
I just heard so
Yeah.
many chipmunks. That's all. And it was annoying. I couldn't.
No, so let me say one thing real quick. So I helped out Shehzade. I helped out KBGD with mix. I did Jumar for KBGD. I did intro and parts of subs for Shehzade. And yeah, I mean, throughout the whole process, that was also my kind of thing that I was trying to tell whoever was in charge of the mix, like, yo, please, these judges are not going to appreciate it if if it's pitched up and they can't hear the
Yeah,
lyrics. And
there's
let me tell you, one whole part of Rumbla's set, one of the biggest reasons they won is because you could sing along with the songs, and they were all
yeah,
classics. They were all
there's so
classics.
many classics. Yeah,
That was
that's the
a
only thing.
major reason why they won,
I
in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
it's
I
song
tell I tell
selection.
Yeah.
I tell every single team this every single year, and I don't understand why people don't listen. You can't play Karkutiana songs at Bruin. You need to play like need to play the bangers. You need to play the ones that it's a Punjabi ass audience. Like if you know your audience, if you
Exactly,
know that they're
bro.
like if I'm going to Berg, I'm gonna play Black and Yellow at least once. Everybody fucking knows it. If I'm going to Ohio State, I'm going to break a sign with the Michigan logo on it. If I'm going to Bruin, I'm playing classics.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah, like a lot of I feel like when I was taking pictures and listening to mixes, that was like the main thing. Teams were big time missing out. Like I feel like the DJs are the reason some teams don't place is because you guys make these mixes, but the quality is great, but the pitch and tone of them is horrible. Like nobody who wants to hear Jugni Borlia to by Chipmunk, right? Like nobody. Like that's straight facts. Like, and I genuinely, as much as I hate saying this, like, there are some parts like I enjoyed of Run Less Set. I was like, that's cool, and that's cool, whatever. I mean, as much as I have history with that with Academy, I still give them their flowers for getting first place and doing it the folk ways without pitching the songs and shit.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I
And then
literally could not
another
agree
thing is
more.
like one thing I noticed like teams like it's crazy with the gimmicks, bro. Moving all this shit around, taking pictures, and then I was trying to get this one capture a good moment, but it got ruined by a fucking gimmick, like just by someone moving the fucking Ferris wheel, whatever that shit was.
So, all right. So let's talk about it. Did you like when you saw the placings after having seen all the teams, how are we feeling?
It
I
felt
think
so. I know a
yeah,
lot of people
Okay,
kind of
first
disagree.
place. I'm not.
Go ahead, go ahead.
There's first place. I'm not gonna Rungla. That's
that was
theirs. I'm not gonna take that.
theirs. Yeah.
I'm not taking away from Rungla. No, we're not here to
Yeah.
take away from Rungla. No, we're not doing that. Not today. Not. Second and third. Third Shahzade. Yeah, I guess it work. I guess it suits. But Florida. No. And nothing is like. I feel like best female dancer should have went to another set of girls, not the Florida girls, just because I mean, they were dressed as guys. So how did they get best girls awards? I need that understanding.
That happens
I need that understanding.
way more
You
often
know,
than you would
it
think. That's
shouldn't
happened.
happen.
Yeah,
It
that's
shouldn't.
happened
If
in the
any
past.
female dancer isn't wear a bug, then obviously we know she's dressing up as a guy. So how is it'd be funny if like if one of the females got best male dancer, right? That would be fucking
That would be
insane,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
They got mistake. Like that's the whole. I thought that was the whole point. I mean, the original gimmick, Bruin gimmick of a female dancer wearing a pug was to fool the judge as it to a guy. That's how the gimmick started, and I think it was AEG that brought out the girl in a pug first, if I'm not mistaken.
yep,
If so, the gimmick was already a girl dressed as a guy. That's the gimmick already. Now, giving an award to two girls who were dressed as a guy for best female dancers, well, I think we need to like start rethinking some things now, right? Like, okay, why was that given? What I mean, Florida, honestly, like if a bug falls off, I feel like team like, nah, you're not placing.
I mean,
If
probably didn't fall off though.
the Thorlaw fell off, it's still a technical. It doesn't
I
matter.
was also
Thorlaw
pretty
down.
convinced. I was convinced that there was no way in hell those judges were gonna let them walk away with the placing after
But
that
here's
happened.
another thing: the judges weren't allowed to dock points or something. They weren't allowed to mark down, take any negatives or whatever it was.
Hold
So
on. Let me look at this rubric.
Yeah,
because apparently that's what.
I mean, they probably like they were willing to dock points for KPGD going over time, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the funny thing. And it wasn't. And I talked to the judges too, and I told the judges what happened. Some of the judges like, yeah, we're not gonna mark you guys. It's good. And then I find out later, no, like I spoke to a couple of judges. Let me tell you, the judging panel, there's a lot of my people I've known for a long time on that panel. And I spoke to some people and let them know, like, hey, this is the situation. Will you guys mark 20 seconds? They're like, no, we're not going to do that. It's kind of fucked up if they're making you do this last minute. That's
yeah,
what I was. And based off that, I talked to the judges on Friday about this situation. You know, like, hey, it's Friday night. They're doing all this shit and we got to do this. And like, yeah, we're not gonna mark you like down. It's like I was like, all right, it's good, it's all good then. I
yeah,
mean, and then again, like I don't know if the judges did have the ability to mark down afterwards or not, but it's kind of those things. If they didn't, then it's like who's in charge of marking, like who's in charge of the mistakes then, right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were able to because it was the same rubric as like past Bruins.
I mean, we unless one like then again, like we just have to like we'll find out sooner or later from
For
one of the
sure.
judge actually confirm something, right? Like, hey, we weren't able to mark down mistakes, or we were, right? That's all we need to know. If a judge was not able to take down
Because
like
I was
dot
because I
points,
also because I one of the Florida because I was rooming with the Florida kids and one of the Florida kids told me that one of the judges told them that like they were pretty close to they were like relatively close to first, but like the Torla falling like getting flop all the Torlas getting floppy like completely took them out of the question
yeah,
for it.
I should. It's
So
honestly,
like
it's just
so I assume they took down points for it just like based off that.
I'm pretty sure on well, I mean, I don't have the facts. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have the real facts, right? I just
Yeah,
whatever was talked the night before, that's all I know, and then
yeah.
afterwards things can change. But that's all I know. Like it's, I know some judges were not allowed to like dock points and shit,
Okay.
and until someone can confirm that, we don't know. But anyways, it's like yeah, it's the placing wise, like yeah, I wouldn't have put Florida second. I would have bumped up Shahzade or I'd put another team. I'm not gonna say KPG. I'm not gonna like bump like my team like that or nothing. But it could have been anyone else. I feel like, but it definitely was not. Shouldn't have been Florida second. I feel like bumped up Shahzade second and probably gave third to. I feel like Dunya the wrong should have had
I,
something, man. They're really.
I had a lot of I thought they were gonna fucking take at least a second
That's what I thought,
when
bro.
they went up. Yeah,
I thought female dancer came from Dunya the wrong.
yeah.
But
I
then again,
also agree with that.
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਐਵੇਂ ਫੁੱਦੂ ਇੱਥੇ ਢੋਲ ਵਜਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ for all these years ਹਨਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ.
Yeah. Yo, car sounds in the chat right now. Well deserved best mix for DDR because again, you could
Yeah,
hear the lyrics.
you can hear
That
lyrics.
Umer
That's
segment
right.
was so beautiful.
That's
You know.
that's what got me when I was like when I was taking pictures. I was actually listening and enjoying the mix for Dunya that I
Yeah.
was like, this is nice and is bliss to my ears now. And I really like that's when my body was feeling the urge to play Dole when I heard that mix.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean that's especially, man, like, these are non-Desi people making
That's
these sets, and
the fucking.
like, and I think that probably came as a shocker to a lot of these OG judges who
Oh
may not
yeah,
have
for sure.
known
No,
what to
they it
expect,
became yeah. It's like I remember in the old times there used to be one or two dancers that weren't Punjabi. Like back in the days, there was Marilyn. I forget her last name, but she was on NBA. She's a Mexican girl on NBA.
Hmm.
Old Bhangra girls Bhangra team. She was dope as like she was a badass
Yeah,
dancer, right?
yeah,
There's been
yeah.
so many different variations. Like KJ Kenny, he's not Punjabi. I think he's El Salvadorian. He's on Costa Junction,
That's so
dope ass dancer. Like you
sick.
can't even fucking tell. Like
Yeah.
he actually looks Punjabi too. Sometimes like it's crazy.
Another
There's a
thing was,
lot of different.
yeah,
Huh?
like, my bad to interrupt, but DDR, like, the stunts that they pulled
Oh,
off were so impressive. I was like, this is such a good, like, modern take on, like, the 2000 style of Bhangra that we saw at Bruin. Again, you want to talk gimmicks that hit at Bruin? It's these fucking stunts, bro.
it's those
Like,
stunts. It's
from the
not the
get go.
boxes. It's not the little.
$0. It cost
Exactly.
$0. You know.
$0 to do these gimmicks. If you want to do gimmicks, it should cost you $0 to do gimmicks. Think outside the box. Like,
No, but for real, like, yeah, I thought the judges were gonna eat that up. Like, they were gonna, I expected DDR to get a very high placing. Sorry, my phone battery died when I was live streaming for DDR, but um, I mean,
Vids are
I
up, by the
for
way, if anybody wants to go watch them. They're all
yeah,
up.
absolutely, yeah.
yo, is the
So
run lap thing still up there? What I said?
Dude, I listen, that was completely on me. I thought you were like bigging them up, and then they're like, no, man, they fuck. I was like, oh fuck, my bad. So I cut that out.
You
But
cut
the
it up.
the
I got the video still. It's the funniest shit, man. I got it sent to me. I'm glad. Dude. What did you think I said?
no, I thought you were saying like I remembered that I misremembered what happened at World Cup. I thought it was like the other way around, like they got robbed or something, and then somebody was like, oh no, that's the other. I was like, oh shit, you're right. So I cut that out.
It's cool. I got it. I posted. I'm gonna post it again on my story just because like it's dude. That shit was the best thing, yo, man. I didn't like. Yo, it got. Because
yeah,
of that, it got my like it got the live group chat going for Punga, who would come back for a live team. So like, I
Yeah.
want to thank you for that,
All
and
right.
shout out to my boy for really putting that shit up. Like,
I'm,
someone
s-
asked me, "Hey, who
I'm,
sent
s-
you that? Who sent you that?" And I'm like,
I'm,
you know
s-
what?
I'm, s- wrong. I'm very sorry.
Don't be
I,
sorry. Hey,
yeah,
no,
dude.
don't be
you're
sorry.
on
That's
a
hey,
list
it's
now, Umer.
okay.
You
It's
must come with
okay.
No,
me
no,
to the.
I cleared it up with them, but I felt bad. I was like, oh no, dude, I'm not trying to ruin your moment here.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
Did
no,
I
for
ruin the
sure, for sure.
moment? No, I didn't ruin the
no,
moment. Come on,
no,
But
like
you
bro.
nobody,
definitely
none of
did
them,
something, dude.
no,
It
they
was
didn't
funny.
hear any
I
of it. None of
But
that was
see, like
okay.
nobody, like there was nobody else in the scene to go up to a camera and say some shit like that, right? Who got the balls to do it? Nobody. Like you wouldn't. You people are like, no, that's kind of disrespectful. But I'm no, it's not. I'm gonna state my fucking how I feel. Like fuck yeah, World Cup 2022. I'm gonna stay right here in front of the whole world.
Nah,
Charity
that's
Johnny
crazy.
JJD champions. There's a reason they're the best fucking live team now. Fucking they won Bunga City the next day. There's no other team that can. Those kids are man. I'm gonna tell you. No team can go fucking one night live, the next day music, and win back to back. Come on,
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
like
pretty
mean,
impressive.
you're never gonna catch me not like riding their dick. I fucking love CJ so much.
dude, CJ for fucking like, dude, those kids, man.
Yeah,
I seen the fact that I seen most of those kids grow up. When I seen them as kids dancing now, I'm a fucking proud Punga uncle, man. I don't care. I'm officially proud Punga uncle for those kids. Those kids are the fucking beast, bro.
yeah.
Like, no,
No,
like,
when we talk about Rangala, like, I feel like for me, clear first, obviously clear first. Now, the thing is, I had two issues. Number one, choreo concepts are just they're just
oh,
jacking them left
oh.
and right. You can talk about NJ. You can even talk about fusion teams. Like I
Yeah.
remember at Berg. Yeah, that's a pause. That's my bad. That's a pause. But yeah, they I mean they're jacking these teams. Pause. Left and fucking right. And so I got mad respect for him. And I know none of these judges for the most part are gonna really catch on to a lot of those things. But like it makes the set like a little less, what I don't know what the word is, like, valid, because now I'm thinking about other teams who did the same, the NJ Kunda move with what they did with the locked subs. Like, I'm just thinking about NJ now. You know, so if they can get real creative with it going down the line in the future, like they're unstoppable. Like they if they get fully
Oh,
original sets, they're unstoppable. And then
no,
another thing that I noticed was again KPGD the night before, day of, had to trim their mix because it was too long. You know, and then Rungla comes out with like a 2 minute intro video, which was funny as fuck. By the way,
So,
like
so,
I
the,
loved
so
it. Like
that
that was
thing, that
great.
thing was yeah, one, hilarious, but two, what I was told is that they were only allowed 8 minutes of dancing. So if you actually listen to like watch the video, they technically go over, but they were allowed to do that whole intro thing with the flowers and the people with the umbrellas because specifically they weren't dancing. Their
Okay.
dancing time started as soon as they did the clapping thing
Okay. Okay. Got you. For wait, that was for Rungla.
for
For
KPGD.
KBGD, yeah, because Rungla did the Babbe thing in the
Yeah, yeah.
intro. Also funny as fuck.
So
But
that
yeah,
shit. I
funny.
thought when they dressed as Bobby, I was like, oh shit, Bobby Bhangra Pon. Like
yeah,
I was like,
I thought
damn,
they were going
he's
to redo that.
dude.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, I was like, Rungla's about to troll the old school Bhangra guys or something. I thought that's what they're about to do. And
dude.
then I was going to see Bhangra. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's
Yeah, no,
cool.
I like the moves that they did too. The choreo was like it matched. It set the vibe really well. And to talk about their mistakes and sups, like
Well,
dude,
I mean, yeah, starting to yeah,
like
it
those
happened.
those
Yeah.
those are unfortunate mistakes. But dude, even given those mistakes,
Like
I'm willing to excuse them.
they were
I'm
so
willing.
like so this is like something I stress upon every team, especially for Bruin. Like there's a video that I haven't made because I don't have time to edit it, but it's like it's a rule that Ram used to tell me, and it was basically like you need to show your mom your set. Your like or your mom or like somebody who doesn't know Bhangra. Like just like show them the set. Take the phone away from them, ask them what do they remember. If they can't remember like 8 to 10 things, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
that's true.
there needs to be something that like even if you're not like not like a Bhangra nerd, you should be able to like understand, oh, that shit was hype, oh, that shit was hype, because if you get a random person to think, oh, that was cool, the audience is probably going to think it's cool and the judge is also probably going to think it's cool. And the thing is that the only team I think that did that very well was Rangla. Like every segment had
Yeah,
something, either
Something.
some
Yeah.
callback,
Yeah.
some lyrical wordplay, something going on. And I think so I personally I had Rangla easily first.
yeah.
And then for me it was FBC KPGD second, third. I don't know what order, but like something like that. The
Yeah.
reason I say that is because as much as I listen, I talked to Niku like the dude who made the Shehzade. I have the Shehzade set. I have so much fucking respect for the dude. Hand carved the gatos out of Tully wood. Like he handmade every single
Yeah.
thing. It was like genuinely like I am so impressed with his ability to like construct. But what I didn't like about it is that I just didn't think that a lot of the mela gimmicks really hit because for example the whack-a-mole thing, I think that like it wasn't clearly digestible. Like I didn't really know what was going on until after it happened because like there was like they had the kunda thing out but there wasn't like a hammer thing on it,
Yeah,
and then the formations were like kind of spread out, so I didn't even like know that they were hitting and somebody was
Yeah.
ducking. So like and like there was a few things like that. The Gato thing was sick. The Gato thing, I literally during tech time was like open mouth, holy fuck, that was amazing. But
Yeah.
like there weren't enough moments like that. The ribbon thing was cool, but like it wasn't like shit I'm gonna remember that. And like that's kind of how I felt throughout. I think for Florida, like I at least like sure, were they the most memorable things? I'm not gonna say they are. But like I still like there were still at least moments enough and their dancing was fucking strong. Like take whatever you want to say about it. Like you don't like the set, their dancing was very strong and they danced very clean. But like they at least had a moment. The hurricane thing at the beginning,
Hmm.
it looked sick.
Yeah.
The motorcycle thing, fire. The
Hmm.
the LeBron Kobe, well, I'm sorry, the shot with the two
Miami jersey.
Tholes wearing Miami jerseys, like those are things. Their whole set was like Miami themed, and
Hmm.
like I was like, I got it, I understood. Like it doesn't need like, but like I remembered moments for them. KPGD, I think their set was. I really liked it. I think they got severely fucked by the last minute changes that they needed to make because they looked uncomfortable going down that staircase
Oh,
and
dude.
getting
Yeah.
on the boxes and like the whole shit. Like I felt really, really fucking bad for them. I just And like I love the thing that they did, a callback to their old Boston set where they did the like diamond pushing around thing and
Hmm.
then giving the flower. Like there was a few things, and I think they had more memorable moments than Shizade, but I think it was just like the so their theme was breaking past the fourth wall into the audience. So they started out on the side, but because like their intro had to get like completely redone, I literally like if you watch the video, you literally don't see them the entire time with the flowers on until they're
Hmm.
done. And then
Wait,
they
so
were
can you
supposed, yeah,
elaborate a little bit on
absolutely.
what
So
they were
there,
gonna do,
yes,
Yeah.
and
yes.
then why they
So they
couldn't
had
do
so
what
they
they
had
were
this whole
gonna do?
thing. So they had this whole thing. And if Gunto's listening or like one of the CIA or the KBGD kids are watching, please like elaborate more. I didn't get too much detail, but they're essentially what they were saying in their, and you can watch the intro video. The intro video is more or less the same, but like they basically wanted to break the fourth wall and like dance into the audience, right? And so they had this gimmick where they put like boxes right at the edge of stage so that they could just like jump off the stage onto these boxes and like continue the set into the stage. So the beginning of their set, they were supposed to like dance onto stage and have this whole thing going on, respects to the legends and other things like that. But because of the time restrictions, they had to just like walk onto stage, and they're like it didn't look like anything because it was literally pitch black and you couldn't see what was going on. And then and because like literally so like they already cut down that at tech time, the stage man, like one of the stage managers or staff told them you cannot like step off the stage onto these plyo boxes. So these were like plyo boxes that you jump onto, so they're very safe and sturdy, but you can't jump off the stage, you have to take the stairs. So they installed stairs in the middle of the stage, and they had to walk off of them, walk down the stairs, and then onto the boxes, and then continue dancing. There wasn't enough time for them. They didn't have enough time to practice it.
Damn.
It looked weird. And I think
Yeah.
that took a lot. I think because I really liked like when they were doing it at Tech Time the first time, I really liked the idea. But after that whole addition with the stairs and that, it really took away from it. Um, but their dancing was also fucking strong as hell. Those kids can like fucking pop the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like they're really, really good. Shit, obviously Shahzade also dance fucking amazingly well too. I don't want to take that. I'm not trying to say that away, take that away from them either. I just personally, and again, I'll be frankly honest. I'm biased. The Florida Bhangra crew has all the muzzies, and I love muzzies in the circuit. And then I like, I mean, I'm like super tight with Konto, so like me just watching it, like yeah, I'm kind of partial to them. But I personally had like I said, Rungla first, and then KPGD and FBC for second, third. Kind of not
I
really sure. I think
can
I just
respect that.
again so like to summarize everything, I just think that Florida's set had a lot of very easily digestible moments that are very like that are memorable. Just like you watch it once, you understood what's going on. I think
Hmm.
KPGD's set was a little harder to understand what was going
Yeah.
on, but still cool. And then Shehzade's like, if they just scratched a little bit more or refined the ideas a little bit more, I think they'd be more easily digestible. So
Yeah, I think
that's
Shehzade was in the conversation for most amount of like polish on their set. Like they
yes.
danced clean, mistakes aside, they danced clean, and I thought a third for them was pretty well
I
deserved,
think, and like
and like
I'm not mad about it because like
yeah,
I'm not mad about them getting third at
yeah,
all.
yeah. And that's the team that I was ultimately rooting for as a Cali boy.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna always hype those boys up and girls. So it's crazy that you know we see like bugs fall off, third lip fall off. We see like KPGD's situation get botched, like with the gimmicks, and of course, I thought DDR was a sleeper the whole time. And I think it's dope that Shehzad they walked away with a placing at the competition. Like that's pretty
I will
dope.
say in like I don't well you were there too obviously, but I don't know, like I was watching, like listen, again, I love DDR, I love all the kids,
Yeah,
I don't want this to take away from them at all, but I don't think beyond the like the stunt and like obviously like and like the clarity of the mix and things like that,
yeah,
I just don't think like in the audience the gimmicks hit, like I don't think the entertainment elements hit that hard,
that's
like
fair.
you know what I mean.
I get it. Like if you yeah, like
Listen, like the Macarena idea,
yeah,
I fucking loved it, but like they didn't take it farther than just playing the song. They had the little thing, kind of, sort of, but like it was like a little long, and I was kind of like over it after about like 20 seconds of it. And the Dance Revolution thing at the beginning was cool. Actually, that was like my favorite part of this. I thought it was cute. I really liked it, and it was a nice play on words.
Yeah.
But beyond those three moments, I'm like struggling to
To
remember like
remember.
many
Yeah,
things.
yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
The memorability wise, FBC like really took it.
And that's
From
that's what I mean. Like
that
that's what Bruin
sense.
is.
Yeah,
Who had like did it slap? Did it not slap? Like
yeah.
that is just what Bruin
That's
is.
just what it is. Yeah. So, okay, someone did ask earlier, and when we put a question up about Calgary, and I want to say that Calgary very much surprised me in
No,
terms of how cohesive the set was, and that they did bring a lot of impact. Now, was it the best set for Bruin? Maybe not. Again, the memorability aspect of it, like, was maybe lacking a little bit, but that's not to say that I was still very impressed and blown away by a team that otherwise I had not really heard of.
Yeah.
And
No.
I
Very good
thought
team.
I
Very
thought they were clean. And if I think in the live stream slash video that's up on Instagram on this account, like at one point I was like, yo, these guys should go to blowout, and like they can take a easy placing at blowout,
I do. I want to fucking see. I want to see a goddamn
Yeah,
Canadian team
yeah,
blow up. That'd be sick.
yeah. Like that comp they would
no.
murder,
Oh yeah,
So
blowout. And then what else, man? There's something else I was gonna mention.
yeah.
Okay, the award ceremony for best dancer that shit was pretty hilarious. Like there's, I guess, a confusion between Rungala's dancer. There's a harsh fear and arch
Oh,
fear.
that
Oh
was funny. Yeah.
shit.
Dude, I was like, I'm taking
That's
pictures, and then at one point they had three guys like taking pictures. I was like, yo, which one's which, right? And it was like confusing. It's like, yo, first of all, dude, why would you do that to the poor judges? Confused like harsh fear and arch fear and the yellow Jordy? Like, you, dude, that's that.
yeah.
That's
I'm
so
sitting
funny.
like that
That's
shit was, I'm like I'm like in that moment, I'm taking pictures and I'm like hearing this, and then because like Rungla's confused because they're like, yo, I can tell that they probably think one of the dancer was announced like, yo, why is a shitty dancer getting the award, right? Should have been someone. So that's why I feel like it was said, like, are you sure it's harsh fear or harsh fear? And then when that thing was happening, I was just like, in my mind, I'm dying. I'm like, no way they confused this shit, right?
Oh, is he down here in the
So
comments? Yeah, I think he just commented. That's hella funny,
I,
man.
I can't see the comments,
Harsh.
but man, hey,
Yeah,
dude, that was a funny moment. I
that's
couldn't
funny
like,
as hell. Yeah.
I was like,
No,
yo,
that's
it's one of those things like the judges are like confused, like, yo, there's like there's twins on Charlie Giovanni, the Cano brothers, right?
Mhm.
Like, yo, if I sometimes get confused, like I don't know who's who.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But
And
it's
then
one of those
you
things
got to
like
stick with
they
your
didn't know who
decision
the
though.
fuck was the right dancer.
Yeah, the judge got to stick with their decision and just yeah. Hey, Cholo, give it to both of
Imagine
them.
if it
Why
was
not?
like, imagine if they called like if it was like a chimped up player's name and they
Jim Double comes up. Nah,
wrong
that's
name.
hilarious.
There's been times where judges gave the wrong name for the best dancer, but they fixed it. But obviously, it's like a confusing moment,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
that was a hilarious moment. What else was like? There was how do you guys think of AK? How's AK?
Yo,
What you
I thought
like?
he was. I thought he was hilarious. He fucked up almost every team's name,
Dude,
which
that
honestly
she
it
was
was pretty
so
funny to me.
funny.
No, he said that was on purpose. He was just gonna
Uh,
yeah.
oh, it did
So I
not.
think
Yeah, that was really funny, and I mean, he kept everyone entertained, which
that's
is like
the whole
honestly
point,
Yo,
bro.
what's
yo,
You
yo,
not
gotta
easy
have
to
that
do.
that shit pissed me off. I was giggling like a little girl, and like everybody and the crowd was giving him nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, the crowd
they,
wasn't. Yeah, the crowd wasn't there, and nothing. Dude,
no, but it was better than like yo, Santhar came like a couple
oh,
years ago,
uh-huh.
and bro,
obviously,
it was
bro, it's
definitely better than that.
AKTV. He's the
Yeah,
fucking legend of YouTube, bro. He
yeah, yeah,
fucking come on, man. He's been there since like 2009, 2008, bro.
yeah,
Legend,
yeah.
bro.
No, he's
The
absolute legend,
fucking
dude.
no, like I was recording footages of him too, right? And at one point the lights turned on and the crowd was fucking empty, bro. I got it on footage.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
I'm not gonna post it like because it's like it's gonna
It's
you're
not a
gonna be
good
like
look.
it's not a
Yeah,
good look.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a good
During the
look.
show, it was packed. As soon as, but like once placing started, like yeah,
No,
audience was.
once the legends got off stage, everybody left. I'll be
Everyone
very
left.
honest.
Yeah,
Even
myself
with Jesse
included.
Sulu's forming, it was
Yeah,
not it. I'll be very honest. Like, dude,
I was out after the
and
Legends. I had to go
another thing
eat.
I noticed over time, I remember last time Bruno was at this theater, it was so hard to get through the crowd during intermission 2009. It was packed. like it would take by the time I have to get to the other side, the intermission was over, right?
Yeah.
Now I went through back and forth so easy, it was that empty. Like I was running around the whole hall back and forth. It was that fucking empty, easy getting places, right? Before, no man, it was kind of packed. Like, but then in times have changed, right? It's not the Bruins, it's not the same as it used to be. There used to be crowds chanting like teams' names. It was Bruins not Bruin anymore, man. I'll tell you that. Like, there's the crowd's not there.
Yep.
Um, and the only reason they were there is because, once again, Costa Junction, Share Foundation, sued me, and got Bhangra and the other local teams sold the tickets.
Yeah.
And here's nothing. Legends didn't, and Legends had to pay for their tickets, the ones that didn't dance. So that's why a lot of Legends didn't want to come out because, hey, if why would we have to go to a show that's honoring us and we have to pay for a ticket? That does not make sense. That's pretty stupid. If you're gonna honor legends, make sure you pay for all the legends, like members of that team,
Yeah.
like not just the ones that want to dance for your stupid melody. No,
Yeah.
like the real
No, they could have pulled nothing
that
but beat St. John's.
melody was just for views and just bullshit reasons. But at the end of the day, like you want to treat the legends, you want to show them respect, do it right. Make sure their tickets are paid for, hotels are covered. Make sure you're going, if you're spending all this money on Justice Sidhu, Chani Nathan, Moga, Mulkeet Singh, Slams, KSR, you have funding for these guys. How do you not have funding for the teams that are putting on the damn show?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what the biggest concern and problem is because we need to start realizing like, yo, these artists are nothing without the dancers.
Yep. End of the day, that's what it is.
That's really a lot of these artists. Their only careers are only revived because of Bhangra music, like Bhangra teams using their songs and mixes, or even hyping them up. Like, dude, like simple as that. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like if Bruin didn't spend the money on those artists instead of put it towards the actual legends and the teams, they would have had a better show. We wouldn't be here laughing at the Bruin shit show. We'd actually be giving Bruin its fucking flowers it deserves, right? But unfortunately, Bruin isn't Bruin, and what the fuck was the celebration? I'm still confused. What exactly was it? Because some first place teams weren't there and they weren't mentioned nor showing up on the stupid banner.
No, fair.
It's
Fair.
not. It's not.
Well,
It's like,
I had a good time. I enjoyed the Legends performance. I
of
wasn't
course, that was the
aware,
best thing.
I
Legends
wasn't
performance was
aware
the
of the
best thing.
politics and all
Like,
that, but I'm
but
still giving their flowers for that. That was an overall like W, bro. Like, I mean, they made in a way that made my entire Punk career like see it all come full circle like that,
it should
and
have just been done differently. That's all it is. I mean,
that's
they should
fair.
have had
The
like
behind the scenes stuff is a whole different conversation that
obviously
we've been
that's
having, for the
yeah,
last
we've
like
been
two
having that.
hours.
A lot of these kids, like a lot of these folks don't know. There's a lot behind the that a lot of things shit that goes behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
it's one of those things you guys like. A lot of people won't understand until you actually see it with your own eyes and be there. It's like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Then I mean, I was there during the Legends like practice, and I saw like shit that I was like, damn. I'm thinking in my head like, yo, if certain Faji was in this room, right, he would
Yep.
not be taking shit like this from anyone.
Yeah.
Like, and
Okay.
that's all. Well, I was just like,
Yeah.
wow.
No, I get it, man. I get it. Any final thoughts? I know it's getting late,
Yeah,
so
it's getting
Yeah, it's
late.
fucking
Final
yeah,
yeah,
thoughts.
I was gonna say it's 3 a.m.
feeling
dog.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're feeling good. I think we covered pretty much everything now. The
Yeah.
chat has quieted down in their criticisms of us, but
I don't care what the chat says anymore,
if you
man.
guys want to, yeah, you guys can use a rubric or something and score us in terms of
Yeah,
how we
score us. Let
performed.
me know how I did. Do I
Yeah,
get first
let's.
place at Bruin or something now?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
give us best comment. You know, yeah,
And
whatever.
the person that said I remember someone said I should fund my own money and throw a comp. You know what? I'm not gonna go fund my own money throw a comp. You think I'm fucking fudu? I would rather go spend that money on a property than go fucking have my own fucking party and just enjoy life. Why would I spend it on fucking fudu people that aren't gonna appreciate later in life? Like, no, that's like that's how I'm sorry to use these words, but yo, when you've been in the game for as long as me, you see shit that you just don't agree with, and it's time to move on. That's all it is, man. I mean, telling me to go fund my maybe one day if I win the lotto, I'll throw the best competition. Make sure all teams get paid for, hotels, flights paid for the way they should be. Come in, dance, and leave. Not
Yep.
stress about how we're gonna fucking get to the hotel, who's gonna pay for this, who's gonna pay for that. No.
Yeah.
But maybe, who knows, one day if my lottery hits, I'll throw that big competition, right? But until then, I'm not gonna spend my money on people that I know are not gonna appreciate shit.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. No,
I
that's
appreciate
fair.
all the pro and comps. That's why I show out and play for these teams. Not like I don't. I appreciate it. I'm thankful. Like, comps are the reason why Gagan Totali's been in the game for so long, right? But again, no one's gonna keep that energy like me going in there, like showing the respect of Bhangra as it is, as full. So
That's
that's
fair.
my 2 cents.
That's fair. That's fair. No, good. Thank you for hopping on.
Of
I
course,
mean,
boys.
appreciate you guys a lot, man. It was
Live
a
Bhangra for life. Fuck music, fuck the gimmicks, stick to toll, and then you'll understand.
yeah. You trying to put me out of a job or what, bro? What the fuck?
Yes, I am. Fucking little DJ Shing Shing Shing. Go back to Shing days. Those are the best days. Like,
Back in the Shing
dude,
days.
the
Yeah.
fucking 400 Shings and yeah, that was the fucking time Bhangra was alive, I guess.
You'll know it when the Shings come back,
Bro,
bro.
when the
Late,
Shings come back, that's it. We're gonna bring out like,
late stage Bhangra circuit, bro. When the Shings
um,
start coming back out.
Late
but hey,
stage Bhangra.
Late stage.
but yeah, man, good talking to you guys.
Good
Thank you for
talking.
having me.
Yep.
For the people listening, sorry it's been this late. Thank you all for listening to my football shit. Legends, if you got offended, I do apologize. If you don't want to talk to me, it's all good. I understand. Bucky, I don't give a fuck. I got other shit to worry about in life. Anyways, you guys have a good night.
All right.
Enjoy,
Yo.
and I'll catch you guys at another live comp soon.
All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Gito Lee would be back at a live comp, but not no more music. So that was actually my legit. KPGD was my last music team. I'm not playing for no more music teams. If a music team reaches out, I will tell you to go live or do not contact me. So with
Fair
that being
enough.
said, thank y'all. I want to shout out to all the music teams I played for. Y'all made me the happiest goalie in the circuit.
Damn. There you have it. Happiest
20 years.
solely in the circuit signing off.
Yep.
Good shit, bro.
The
No,
longest running from '05 till now, 20 years in the
nah,
fucking Bhangra scene.
that's goated shit, bro. That's why
No one, I
you.
can tell you that no one else has been besides Joe Thundle.
Nah, that's for real, dude. That's for real. We all respect you, bro. Like, thank you for hopping on and being honest, sharing your true opinions. A lot of people aren't willing to do that,
Oh,
So
yeah.
no matter no matter what the fallout is or how people feel about it, like at
Oh
least you
no, the
got to speak
fallout's
your
about to
mind.
be real. The fallout's about to be real. About to get so hated, but it's okay,
Yeah.
man. Summer 2025 looking real good for me. I'm about to be camping more, away from the world, just going off grid, and then I'll be back at a live comp.
Yeah, man.
We'll
No,
see.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Enjoy the summer, man. We'll be in touch. But yeah. Umer, thank you so much as well, bro.
Thank
I
you,
know you put in
brothers.
a lot of work this weekend as well.
I know
So
this guy has. I
yeah,
just
this
seeing with
guy
the gimbal. I was like, yo, thank God I'm not doing video
is
shit.
hard, bro. I was joking around earlier when
Oh
I
hell
was
no.
like downplaying how easy it is
I
or how
have,
hard it is, I guess, to live stream, bro. Even just holding the phone up, man, is
dude. I
hard as
have to go
fuck,
through
dude.
like
Like,
I have to go
yeah.
through like 3,500 pictures from this past weekend,
Oh
one by
hell yeah.
one. Man.
No,
It's
we
about
looking
to be
forward
so
to seeing
nice.
it.
Yeah, if
Follow.
anybody wants, so I'm pretty sure I uploaded everybody's video except for I think Got and then Empire
I just
with
want one
Jason. Dude,
video. I don't care about before. I just want one video from you, and you know what video that is. That last shout out. I need that full HD. I have a
I
screen recording. I don't
I
want the
will
screen.
send you. I will
Dude,
send
that
you that.
screen recording
I
is going viral among our chats right now. It's the funniest thing. Like, I didn't even know it was the fact that you put it up, you're fucking goaded for that, bro.
dude.
Thank you for that. That's like, dude, that's forever fucking a moment right there. The icing.
That's
If
crazy.
people are wondering what video it is, it's the me calling out the Bhangra 22 World Cup bullshit. Like, just watch it. It's on my Instagram story. I'll post it as a post later. Enjoy it.
All
Um,
right.
Yeah,
full
I'm
circle
sending that to
moment.
the Oscars, bro. I'm sending that to
Yeah,
the
to the
Oscars.
Oscars
All right, all right.
for
Yeah,
your
Anyways,
consideration.
you're
but
gonna
yeah,
come out in
All
all
a
the
right.
videos
full
are up. All the
Maharaja
videos are up.
outfit.
I will send. I will upload. I think there's like two exhibition teams. I'm just waiting for them to mix for. But I will upload
Yo,
those
post your
after Alamo.
exhibition teams, bro.
No, they're
Don't do that
all
to
they're
the
all
don't do
no
that
no
to
no
the
Kate.
exhibition
No no
teams,
no no
bro.
no.
I
I will
know.
I will. I'm just waiting on their
Cause
mixing.
like,
But Kate,
there are
agreed
exhibition teams from
agreed.
blowout that like Just because we don't ask for our video doesn't mean we wouldn't like it.
Exactly. But yeah,
Make
no,
sure
no.
you get that
KJ's up.
Jesse
Shares
Super Empire
Foundation's
video
up.
up too.
Yeah. That one, dude. That's 35 minutes long. That will
Dude,
take some
make sure
time. Not.
Malkeith Singh's concert is highlighted up top. That shit is dope.
I did get the. I did get. I did get the video of him dancing. So yeah, that will get some
Yeah,
highlights.
it
Sunlight,
would
if
have been funny if
you're gonna
someone brought
send the
Malkeith Singh
mix,
as a gimmick.
Sunlight, you better post the damn mix, bro. I
Oh,
want to see it
Sunlight's
on SoundCloud, man.
yeah, Sunlight's been in the game since '06 too, man. This
Yeah,
I've
Yeah, I
fucking
remember those ABC mixes.
dude, how
no
can you
before
forget?
ABC mixes, bro. He used to do Share Foundation Juniors teams. What was their name, man? I forgot
Cub
the
Foundation.
Uh,
no, it was
Cub
Juniors.
yeah,
Foundation.
I
We
don't
gotta get
bet.
All
off.
right,
Anyways,
oh
enough
yeah.
longer talk. Let's get the fuck out. I'm about to